Boy, howdy, we in it. And everything is automatically working. Feels good. Hi, everybody. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for bearing with me on that. Zoom decided to be... and, yeah. So, hi, I'm Sir Pfeffers. We're playing Avatar Legends. We up in this thing. We vibing. I am playing Iman, of House Roos. And I am all sorts of stoked. You can find fully edited episodes up on the Jake and Pfeffers YouTube channel. And there's a phenomenal Discord community that you could be a part of. Consider vibing with us. That's it for me. George, do the thing with the stuff.
Okay. Hello, I'm GoodGriefGeorge. Follow me on the links and so forth as it appears in the chat. I'm the GM today, so I'll let the players introduce themselves real quick because I know we're falling behind, and I got to give you guys the talk, and then we'll go from there. So let's start with Zakira.
So the talk. When a mommy loves a daddy.
Oh no.
Anyways, we're getting a divorce. So anyway.
Wow. All right.
I play Zakira, firebending, earthbender person, and I'm sorry. I am so happy to be here. Anyways,
Yeah.
I am Zakira. I am the firebender. I love everybody, and I am terrified of what is to come. Drake.
Hello, I'm Jake. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I play Baku of the Northern Water Tribe, and last week he was off helping someone do something important, but now he's back, I guess. So let's do it. Jay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jay, the _J on Twitch, DJ64 on TikTok. I play Lucy, or one-armed loner. He's going through some things, but I think, like I said before last week, some walls are being broken. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Pfeffers?
Yeah, I'm Iman of House Roos. My family runs a privatized prison, a little bit of world building and character development that I'm sure will bite me in the ass. I'm very excited. He's a bit naive. He's a gentle giant until he's pissed, which doesn't happen often. I was expecting to be growly and angry much later in the campaign, but I was literally given the condition of anger last episode, so I did a little bit of growling, a little bit of yelling, and I still haven't resolved that. I still have the angry condition with 3 marks of fatigue, so
Surely that won't hurt you at all.
yeah, it'll be fine. Do we get long rest benefits like in D&D, or am I just
Assuming that you get a long rest, yes.
Okay, got you. Well, without further ado, very excited to be in this thing. Jake, I'm glad you're back. It was a little strange having to think outside the box, but I think I nailed it. All things you guys can catch up on the YouTube. Anyway, George, do the thing.
Okay, let's start it. Episode 4. We're calling today's episode Family Ties. Space, the final frontier. Wait, no, that's something entirely different. Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let me try again.
I just almost wrecked my laptop.
Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. No, sorry. I'm quoting another amazing show that had LeVar Burton and Whoopi Goldberg in it. Yeah, I was amazed too. Go Google that shit. They were both in both of those shows. Anyway, okay, check boxes. YouTube advertisement, check. Failed countdown before the stream, check.
No, I did good. My
Every
countdown
time.
was on point.
Every time.
All right, bet. All right, I'll give it that. See, I'm just reading off the script, man. I just assume you fail. That's how I know. That's what I know about you. Alexandra, prepping your face to be on camera.
My face is
Yes.
fine.
Good, check. A subpar comedy special written and narrated by the handsome bald man? Check. All right, let's get to why we're here. The bending stuff. Welcome to Avatar. Avatar Legends, made by Magpie Games. Nickelodeon signed off on it, and now we're here bastardizing the history that wasn't officially written, just like every other fan fiction. Yeah, fandoms were the worst.
Wait a minute.
Last week, we found the companions split. Jade Jin was left with Keon Yu and the Jellies to protect the artifact. What happened during that stay, Keon Yu hasn't revealed yet. However, Jade has not left with the companions. Is this something we want to tell the chat right now?
No.
Okay. Lu Shi was confronted with some funny-looking bounty hunters, but with a very high trick move, he managed to send the two arguing, and he slipped away to join his friends. Baku, Ayman, and Zakira had made it to the pump yard and befriended a technologist by the name of Ume. The group traversed into the large dissected building and devised a way to gather the airship fuel needed. Once the process began, however, Lu Shi arrived just in time to prevent a sneak attack from Sergeant Baiho, the Sparrowkeet Air Guards, and a third bounty hunter known only as the Claw. Once the patrols was beaten senseless and sent hobbling on their way back to base, the team took what they needed and headed straight for the airship. It didn't take long for Ume to repair the flying hot air balloon, and soon after they escaped boat bottom, creating an incredibly effective cloud trick to befuddle the Sparrowkeet Air headquarters in the sky. Just how long exactly they'll be able to keep the deadly flying machine off their trail is a mystery, but for now, they appear to be safe. After a conversation of guiding and comforting each other with their fists, the group agreed to travel to one of the closest destinations, Ume's workshop. From there, they will strategize a more long-term plan and find additional fuel for their journey. The only retcon we have that I need to make is that Jade did not get on the airship with you guys, on the dirigible with you guys. She was gone, and we don't know why yet because you haven't asked any questions.
All right.
I need questions.
Are there water barrels on this dirigible?
You guys did
for
prep.
A friend.
your two hands.
I collected
Yeah,
pretty
you guys
rocks.
did prep before you leave, so you've got some water to play with.
Yeah. We also got a bunch of like little rocks and one really big one because we can't bend anything.
No, we cannot.
Yeah, me and Lucy are a little. Iman's nervous. Iman is like, this is weird. I can't. My feet are usually on the thing I can bend.
You can't use your bending, but you are all martial artists.
This
you
is
still
true.
have that
I
going.
guess.
Can't relate.
But if you have that magical juju, man, and then you don't. Yeah.
That is true. And you guys also do have like, this is a larger dirigible, like for like a contingent of people. You've got 2 bedrooms, I believe I said, and let's just say like a storage area full of like crates, and the jellies had given you like a lot of rations and things like that. So you guys are able to survive on that for a little while.
Okay.
But you only have 1 fuel containing canister.
Right. Which is far enough to get us to Ume's workshop, or one trip essentially.
Yeah, effectively 1 trip. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we had conversed with Ume that we can probably get more near her, and she also offered to potentially attempt to hook up Lu Shi with some stuff at her workshop.
Yeah, she said she might have a she's got like a prototype arm thing, and she also had said that she has like the fuel and other things, and she also offered to like stay with you guys for your course because she now knows about the artifact, and she wants to like study it for her research and to maybe develop some inventions and things.
Okay.
But she's got to stop at her place first to get some stuff, you know.
Right.
I have a list of other places you guys can visit afterwards. So once you guys are done with that and set it up, I'll give you guys the whole list of the various places in the plains and the mountains, and you guys can kind of track your path or make your path from there. We don't have to do that on screen. You guys can do that off screen, and then I'll know which areas to prepare ahead of time. So, okay. Fair enough. Is there any more? I understand there's 1 or 2 conversations you want to have before you guys get there. Yes.
We all, after the fighting, decided to go eat, so I figured it would just be like a talk over dinner.
That's fair. Kianyu is prepped. Baku, do you know anything about cooking?
I probably know like a little.
Fair enough. We'll just say during that fight you were helping prepping the cook, and so forth. But it's fairly straightforward stuff. Something from maybe more lobster crab chowder. Maybe not quite as good because it's been like rewarmed, but it is only your first day or first flight, so you know it's still it's not stale or anything. But Kianyu is very quiet and very sad after seeing what happened, you know, between the two of you, Iman and Lucy. She's not having it. What do you want to talk about?
So I think I'm gonna grab a bowl before Iman does.
It's fair. Iman tends to go last, and then kind of grab a healthy dose of whatever's left over.
Yeah. She said that out loud and just kind of like elbowed him just to kind of...
House rule. I go last. It's actually true. When I was a kid, Jeff, I ate a lot. I was aggressively growing as a kid.
Love it. But yeah, she's just scooping up a plate and goes around to the back of the line, just looks at him, just, do you want to sit with me when you get yours?
To who?
To you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. And she just elbows Lucy on the way back, just trying her best to keep everyone not angry.
Hey, Baku.
Hey.
What do we have here?
Chowder.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're last in line, right, Iman?
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking to Baku, and as you're turning to leave, you hear like a rustle, almost like a turbulence in the air, but it's specifically in one corner of the room where there's like a bunch of storage containers for the food and so forth.
I'm not gonna raise any alarms. But while maybe Lucy's getting his food, I'm gonna kind of mosey on over there and take a little look around.
Okay.
Is that a...
No, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
You're taking a look. As you're taking a look around, like as you get closer, you almost hear someone go, "She's coming, shh, quiet." And then just the movement stops, but it's very poorly.
Is this like in a closet or like a pantry?
It's like in like you guys are basically picture like a rectangular-ish room, and then but it's fairly like larger. Sits in the middle because it's where the mess hall plus other things like meeting room all kind of combined.
Okay.
And it's in a stack of like the crates and barrels of just like the pantry as it were, but just like in a corner with like the shelves.
Okay,
and stuff.
so there's no like door I can close or anything like that.
There's no door or anything.
I'm gonna. Baku, how long have you been in here?
How long have I been in here?
Doesn't matter to me. I've been prepping for a while probably.
He's been alone in here.
At least an hour.
No,
Okay.
Kianyu is cooking with him.
Oh, okay.
She stepped out
she's
and
a
caught you guys
powerful
fighting.
metal bender.
She is.
Okay, cool.
Well,
cool,
she's
cool,
an
cool.
okay metal bender.
She's an okay metal bender.
Can anyone else hear it or just Iman?
Iman's the only one that's caught it
okay.
because they didn't move until
why?
it moved up.
You know, just trying to keep tabs on where everyone's at in the ship.
Iman, what are you doing? You're doing that thing that you do when you're super nervous.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to handle this.
You hear another voice from inside of the crates at that point going, "Is he singing?"
I'm just gonna lean back a little bit and wave.
2 words.
Oh my god.
So I walk over, understanding what he's mouthing.
Just like,
I got no rocks.
Oh. You're right. It is time to move these supplies into the other room.
Just hear you hear a squeak.
Oh, are there mice? We should probably take care of that too. Just
Yeah.
staring at the box, waiting for them to.
Oh,
you
but
want me
I
to
don't want to
set it
kill
on
the
fire?
mice. You know, maybe we can find a box to put them in or something.
What's going on?
Maybe we should get out. Maybe we should get out before he has the chance to. Whatever. Shh, no, quiet. Just stay quiet. We'll be fine. We're just joking. That's fine. I'm really concerned about my health right now. I mean, I'm not
All right,
really
we
sure.
can hear you. Just come out with your hands up or whatever, and
They've
just.
heard us. See, they heard it. They heard you. They didn't hear me speaking.
I can set the box on
Yeah.
fire.
We're inside. I don't.
You saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I could just set it on fire if it helps with the,
Set the
mice
box on fire.
problem.
And the crate just pops open, and Princess Fluttershy just flies out of the thing.
No!
Oh my
No!
god.
Princess Flutterbat, sorry, just flies out. No, stop! No, please, no!
And
Don't
remind
set me on fire!
can you refresh me on the appearance, because I remember it being comical and over the top.
My Little Pony, don't sue us. We didn't say Fluttershy.
Right. Princess Flutterbat, very dainty, uses a gliding suit to command the higher ground. So she's got a lot of bright colors, a lot of pink.
So it's so I haven't seen this
somewhat
individual
tiara.
before.
You have not, only Lucy
Right.
has.
And I'm just gonna hit him with a.
You see him like with immense amount of annoyance on his face, as well as just like shock as well. How are you here?
You know these people, this
Your
person,
friends?
and
You know-
whoever else is in there.
You have
remember-
friends?
Anyway. Remember when I was
A bit surprised myself, says the second one as he like pokes his head up, and there's the
Oh,
Badger
there's
Frog
2.
bounty master, just like hanging out, looking over the edge. The other bounty hunter, also only known as the Badger Frog bounty master.
they were the reason I was held up.
Oh.
Oh, so I should set it on fire. I'm not actually gonna do it. I'm just.
Well, how'd you get in here?
Flutterbat is still gliding kind of in the air, but very slowly because she doesn't have a lot of lift, and then just makes her way down. So she's like sort of on the other side of you guys at this point, I guess. I don't know. Keon Yu is guarding the door though, in case she
Okay.
wants to try and escape.
Okay.
So what you doing?
We snuck on the ship as soon as we realized you were going to leave.
Why?
Why?
Well, originally we were going to just because we wanted to follow you, but we have other important things to do now, and there's more of you than there are of us, so please don't hurt us.
I wasn't going to.
Was there a reason that you followed us?
Oh, yes, there's a bounty on your heads. We were here to claim it.
How much?
What are we
Directly
worth?
at Lucy. Sorry about that. I could have swore it was you, and I was right the first time, but you confused me.
You know.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have
bounty?
doubted myself. My picture was perfect. And he shows the picture of just the really bad image of Lucy that he drew. With it, the only thing that denotes him is the fact that it's just a picture of a dude with one arm. And that's it. That's the only way you can describe
Spitting.
Lucy.
You know, I think
It's on
he
the wrong
didn't
side.
quite get his nose right.
That's what I said.
Iman
Oh,
gets,
you're right. I completely forgot to draw it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Iman's getting quiet. Kind of
Have we taken off yet or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so how long have we been in the air for? Just like a few hours kind of thing, or
Yeah, maybe a couple hours at best.
Okay.
I'm in.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's a very big misunderstanding that there's a bounty on your head.
Well, it was mostly him, pointing at Lucy, but then you all got wrapped up in this.
How?
It was probably a little fight with Sparakeet Air.
By association.
I'm sure you can explain that.
I'm just gonna kind of seeing that with where they're not initially aggressive. I'm going to process these feelings, and I'm gonna go and just kind of sit down and start eating my food, just kind of watching.
You turn to head
keeping an eye
back
on
to the
Baku.
table. Yeah, sorry.
no,
As you're walking,
Okay.
as
yeah.
you're walking back to the table, I just wanted to let you know that Fluttershy is like keeping Fluttershy.
We're gonna get
Flutterbat.
sued.
We can't,
Flutterbat.
we can't afford that. We can't afford that.
They can't copyright names. Get out of here. Anyway, Flutterbat is like keeping her distance from you. Like,
Sure. Just
not your back, not her back to you at all.
Well, you're here. We're not going to throw you overboard. So, do you want some food?
Yet.
Does have a means of flying down.
she glides. The other one might be a little trickier.
I'm kidding.
Badger Frog perks up at food, and you can almost see the saliva coming out of his mouth.
Sit down. Can't turn away hungry people like that.
Very
I'll
well.
get you some bowls. I'll go and start fixing them.
I
And
promise
tell
he's a
me
big
all
teddy bear.
about this bounty. Looks at Lucy.
I promise it wasn't because I set anyone on fire.
So you guys sit down.
Zucchini?
I
It
guess.
was an accident.
Sorry, that was loud. I'll fix that.
That was, thank you. No, it was great. Anyway, Flutterbot continues to look around and kind of edges like around the room a little bit, and just real flighty and real like not she doesn't appear to be scared of you guys. She just seems like there's a lot that she needs to say, but like she doesn't trust you guys yet. You know what I mean? She's still young, just like 16, 15 years old, something like that.
So did you make your costume?
Yeah,
It's very cute. I like it.
thanks. My mom made the tiara.
Aw.
Really?
Aw.
Is she a metal bender?
Yeah.
That is super cool. Those are rare.
Maybe. I don't know.
Does your mom take commissions? I might need one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Would-
I guess when I find her, I'll let you know. Then I'll let her know. Then she left a little while ago.
to get milk.
Just something I don't know.
Are you looking for her?
No, I'm fine. I have Doug. She looks over at Badger Frog.
Oh, so your name's
And-
Doug.
And I've got Badger Frog is scowling at her because she gave
My
up his
secret
name.
identity.
Exactly. And the rest of the bounty guild. So I'm fine. I'm fine. It's my new home now.
Bounty
nice.
Guild.
Yeah,
many
they're
of you
all
are?
kind of after you, so you don't want to be careful.
We'll be careful. We'll be on our best behavior. I
And we
promise.
were after you guys too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
So, do you work with the Bounty Guild, or you all work against each other? How does that
No,
work?
we all work together. Sometimes they're more powerful than we gotta have more than one bounty hunter. We split the bounty. There's a lot of us.
Fair. How many
Thank you, Rhythm.
sections are you gonna have to split this bounty into? Are you even gonna get much?
Oh, just me and Doug. Stop saying my name out loud.
Hey,
You
Doug.
know it is the Badger Frog Bounty Master.
Doug.
Right.
Your name's Doug now.
You don't need to shout. Here's some food.
Yeah. Enjoy, Doug.
I know you're hungry, Doug.
Doug, is that your real voice? Does it hurt? Are you
There a
straining
problem
yourself?
with my voice?
No, I just
no,
want
there's
to make sure
nothing
you're
wrong
not
with your
straining
voice,
it.
Doug.
It's-
Some
You're gonna be
people
eating.
just kind of have interesting accents.
Yeah, Doug. You sound weird.
Speak
Gee.
for yourself.
Oh, sorry.
At any rate,
His name's Doug.
again, apologies.
If anyone in chat here is named Doug, we love you.
It's true.
Love you. Anyway, apologies for earlier. I mean, not really. If you would like to surrender yourself at some point, I would love to have the bounty on your head, Mr. Shi. But for right now, I think it would be in my best interest if I didn't do that.
Wise choice.
He's very upfront.
But I would really, really appreciate it if you would just, at some point, whenever you're ready, surrender yourself.
Let me think it over. No.
But what's the bounty? How much are we worth?
I would like to also know this.
Oh,
price
I-
point.
I could buy my own dirigible with the amount of money on his head right now.
A dirigible?
Yes.
Is there?
Wait a minute.
All right, wait. What if we
No.
turn you in, get the money, and then break you out?
What? No, the money's
Wait,
going to
maybe.
me and
No,
Flutterbat.
wait,
And then
Doug,
we
Doug,
can
Doug,
buy
Doug, Doug,
another dirigible.
I am not sharing
We
my
could.
Doug.
my bounty with all of you.
Duck. The grown people are talking. So like, listen. All right. Turn me in. Like Baku said, we get our own dirigible.
Wait a minute.
Hey, Flutterbee, is this always a thing?
Is there a way we could turn you in, but make sure you go to my family's prison? Because I know a few fun little ways out of there. But also, this bounty can't stay. Just wait a minute.
How much is on Iman's head?
Yeah, how much do dirigibles go for?
George.
2.
2.
2 copper pieces.
So,
Look, I'm thinking. You know what? At this point, I haven't really been giving numbers, right? I've just been kind of
Yeah.
like, vaguely.
you could buy this. You could buy that.
Can
There's a
Ivan
lot.
afford it? Like,
Is Iman's bounty enough for a dirigible?
Lucy's bounty is enough for a dirigible, but for Iman, it's split between the four of you. You're about a fourth of the cost.
That's not too bad, Iman.
It's okay, Iman.
Gonna be all right, buddy.
Oh,
Just
gonna-
not a
just gonna
bad
pat her
guy
on
is
the
like
back.
I am.
I don't think you're a bad guy. Troubled,
Flutterbat's like-
maybe troubled. But I mean,
Flutterbat-
I've seen you've earned whatever troubles you have. It seems like you've kind of earned. There's a bounty. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't consider how sad this would make Iman, but you know what? This is good. This is good.
We're all here for it. So-
Yeah.
Appreciate. Flutterbat has slowly made her way to the table, maybe on the other side of it, on the end of it, where there might still be food. She's got a bowl now, but she still has she's still keeping her back to you guys, and or away from you guys. And she just kind of huffs and puts it down on the table and goes, "Doug, are you just gonna tell him yet or no?"
You keeping secrets from us, Doug?
You gotta say something, Doug?
Badger Frog,
Doug.
Oh, we're
Never
friends.
calling him that.
Badger
Friends don't
Frog,
keep secrets, Doug. Come on.
Writing it down.
the BFB, the Badger Frog Bounty Master.
Oh, Doug.
Sighs and goes, "Ugh, I was trying to see if maybe they would accept surrender first before we decide to help them, but I suppose we have our word to give. Go ahead, Flutterbat." And Flutterbat will produce from under the glider behind her back, just something wrapped in a giant cloth and kind of toss it on the table, and it makes a clank as it hits the table.
No weapons on the table.
Can I unwrap it?
How did you know it was a weapon?
Did you hear it?
We made a very sword-like clang.
You're gonna unwrap it, Baku.
Yeah.
It is the scimitar that Jade Jin had the one that had the intricate designs of the water and air, like designs on it.
Where did you get this?
Yes, that is quite a story.
Make it short.
We got time, or that? Yeah, make it short.
Keon, you in the side.
Chat didn't see it. Chat didn't see it.
Good. All right, good.
Didn't even give me the option.
At any rate, Keon Yu at this point gets like all, she kind of sighs, and she goes, "Oh, that's where she went. Oh, that's not. Yes, please tell us what happened." And to Tilder it basically, because as much as I'd love to tell everything that happened. So Keon Yu and JJ had a conversation, and it was mostly about the air nomads not developing weapons, because she was very obsessed with this sword that Jade had. It was obviously very intricate. It had the designs of the air nomads as well as the water nomads, which was very, very unique. She's never seen something like that before. And it was also confusing because there would be air nomads wouldn't make weapons. So it was very odd that there was a scimitar with air nomad like intricacies written on it. All she knows at that point is that the jellies had informed them that a very loud-mouthed and colorful visitor had asked about Lucy, aka the bounty master. And so she had Jade had gone and left to go to the Iron Tavern to make sure you guys were okay. And she had not come back since then. According to Flutterbat and Badgerfrog Bounty Master, they ran into Jade, who was in combat with someone they had never seen before. They are not Sparrowkeet Air. They are not the regular guardsmen, just people, possibly Earth Kingdom, but they weren't sure who it was. But in the midst of the combat, because they were getting involved because they wanted to kind of, take the bounty for themselves, Jade gave them the sword, told them where you guys were, with the instructions that the sword must not fall into her family's hands. And so they got on your airship and hid.
I hope she's okay. Yeah, that.
You guys are connected by the most interesting tether.
That was poetic.
So there you are. We're here. We've delivered the message. Now would you please come so we can collect our bounty?
Dude, we are in the air.
Oh, right. Huh.
How about
Forgot
this?
about that.
Have a seat. Eat your food. And don't
from
ask
there.
about that again.
Yeah. Don't.
You trying to intimidate him?
Real angry.
I guess just kind of putting my foot down, but yeah, I guess.
He's
Just as
still
he
very,
wants.
this is what I want. So if you want to
maybe-
convince him
maybe,
otherwise.
I don't want to intimidate him. Maybe
It could be a
plead.
plead. It could be a plead, yeah.
It could be a
sure.
plead. Okay. With Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Harmony is a 0.
Got it.
Oh, what? 6.
Does anyone want to help?
Yes.
Take 1 fatigue. And how do you help?
I'm at 4.
Well, I heard Lucy say yes.
I'll take 1 fatigue, and I will add on to this by pushing over food.
Okay. Fair enough. They'll look at it and they say, because on 7 through 9, that they do need something more. They don't want to just do it immediately, but they'll see the food and they'll say,
It's from the jelly shack.
I see that. Allow us to stay with you for the next foreseeable future until you're willing to surrender to us.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that, hun.
And I will drop the subject until then.
That's
So you'll
Deal.
drop the subject until we're willing
To
turn
surrender.
ourselves in?
yeah, that's a good deal.
Sounds like a deal.
I put a handshake on it. All three of us.
Everybody, just all at once.
He slaps his hand onto Zakira's, and it's just somehow slimier than it should be. He is gross.
Oh no! Learning
Yes,
about
it
it.
is. It is frog badger or badger frog,
are
right?
they?
So,
Holy crap! We're at a level 3 hype train.
I see that.
All
Oh
y'all
my,
need to calm down.
this is
Why is
wonderful.
this so
Or-
viscous?
or don't.
I don't know what's happening.
The good old wait for him to surrender. Hell hydrate, everyone.
Hell, hydrate.
Hell, I
Nice.
This is
Cheese
not
mites.
brought to you by Peace Tea.
This is the flavor unicorn kisses. Not that anyone's asking, but it's hilarious.
Hey yo.
But how does it taste though? Does it
Kind-
taste just like unicorn kisses, or
The funny thing is, it doesn't say what the actual flavor is, and I can't pinpoint it. It's so funny.
that's like the Coke
Well,
space
now
flavor?
you know.
It's like it's space flavor. Like, oh, okay,
Now you
It
know
tastes
it's
like cotton
unicorn
candy.
kisses.
that's all you're giving me.
That space flavor tasted like cotton candy to me.
That's weird.
Got it. You hear in the distance Ume calling out, "We're almost here. Can you use some help?"
Oh, I think that's me. I think that's me. No. And then I'll come right back.
Yep. So the party is about to land. Apparently you guys are near the plains area where Ume's workshop is.
Did we get any rest?
Um,
Right after the fight,
Hmm.
you went right into cooking
Okay, so I guess.
or eating. I mean, yeah.
Okay, that was a fast flight. Sorry, Jake, I interrupted.
I'm gonna wrap the sword and like put it on my bunk, kind of like under it or kind of hidden away.
This assumes that you have a bunk because there are two bedrooms.
Oh, I assumed that there was like enough sleeping. Okay,
Nope.
so there.
That's
are
one of the
t-
problems I've created for all of you. There are 2 bedrooms.
Again, don't mind taking a chair.
Yeah, and I'm happy to make a makeshift hammock somewhere.
You can sleep under the table.
It would not be the most comfortable of rests.
Keanu Reeves is old, right?
No.
Right.
No.
No,
Oh, no,
okay.
I thought. Why am I imagining her as like?
I've
this
been
old
picturing her
person?
as kind of older. Maybe it's
No,
because we're
she's
all
just-
like really young.
Really, because you guys are really young. She's like in her mid-20s.
Oh my
She's-
god! Sorry, level
There you
5.
go.
Was that level 4?
Wow,
Jesus
Maverick with
Christ.
10,000 bits.
Holy
Wow.
Thank you
Hi,
so
hi,
much,
hi,
Maverick.
hi,
Let's
hi,
go.
hi,
Thank you
hi.
so much. Darn it.
I'll drink to that.
All right, well, then,
Just
at
water.
any rate, I will put it where the rest of my stuff would be.
Okay. I
Somewhere.
wouldn't want to. I don't need a bed, but I do need to like rest near Baku to fulfill my guardian duties. But I also snore, so.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are almost there. So who's manning it? We needed a total of 4 people to man this thing.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
to
I'll
Ume
go over and help.
is one.
I thought I was supposed to because of heat and fire.
Zakia.
I'm happy to do whatever heavy lifting.
I'll pull the levers.
Kronk.
And you probably understand some of the mechanics of it, being the person that had built some of it as well. So that makes sense. Okay, so go ahead and I think, yeah, go ahead and just roll a push your luck. Someone, let's go with Zakira. Zakira, go ahead and roll push your luck.
I guess
you
I'll
guys
go
have-
up and like be there to help whoever needs it or whatever. Just an extra.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So between all of you guys, you roll push your luck. So you're rolling with passion,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
gonna add a +1 to that roll.
They were gonna
regardless.
work together for Steam. Oh no, that was on the getaway. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mhm.
7 plus 1, so 8.
Nice.
You guys managed to
Go.
not crash as you guys are heading in there.
Basically
It's
gross.
still about if we were to put it into real-time hours, maybe 3-4 p.m., something like that, when you guys are just kind of leaving the mountains and cresting over to this thing. Let's pull up her workshop. Ume's workshop. You can't fully see it yet because it is somewhere in the mountain or in the forested area. There's like a forested area and then like kind of plains area, and then off in the distance is semi-distance is the Sparrowkeet Station city-ish area. So you can definitely hear it before you see it.
Okay.
It's about as quirky as Ume is. It has a description as a cacophony of zips and zaps and steam and the occasional small explosion. There's also the tinkling of wind chimes and whirring weather vanes, because Ume loves to know which direction the wind blows. So, as you guys safely land and you guys make your way up to this location, should only take a couple of minutes. Riveted metal panels make up the central structure of a massive treehouse, which is surrounded by small tents of mismatched fabrics. A system of platforms attached to pulleys and thick hemp rope allows Ume to traverse from tent to tent, branch to branch. She has a tent for every purpose: a breakfast tent, a reading tent, a meditation tent, a tent in which to exclaim success, a meeting tent that rarely gets used. Her most important activity is her work as an inventor and architect, the allocated tent, of course, being the central metal structure.
I saw a walking castle that looked like this.
Right? The main door you guys are entering, which is the invention place or whatever, main sleeping quarters, all of that kind of wrapped into one, and the main trunk of it. She opens the door to all of this and leads you guys inside.
Oh, wow.
And but as she's got the door open, or as she's opening the door, I should say, she grows quiet for a minute and goes, "That's interesting. I thought I had left that locked.
Whoa.
Interesting."
Hang on, Ume.
Just grabs her by the collar real quick.
Protect the bean. I'll go
Maybe
first.
we should check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay here.
You guys look around. Lucy, you find a letter on the ground. Stamped for Ume.
I think this is for you.
She opens it up, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you guys because it's very simple. It says, "Ume, protection payments are overdue. We come in a fortnight to take what we deem valuable. Be ready with the money. We've taken what you need to escape. Don't try it, or else the boss will make sure your little treehouse is crushed." And it is signed CF.
Organized crime.
You cahoots with the mob?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
How much do you owe?
How much do I owe? Oh, well, the number she provides you, Iman, you can put it, you can equate it to, she could probably buy about a fourth of your prison.
Damn.
So more
A
than
lot of
our
money.
bounty.
It's a
More
lot of
than our
money.
bounty.
It's
Who
way,
needs
way
that?
more.
Why is
Okay.
the protection money so high, Ume?
I've been here for a long time, all right? And they did provide very good protection, but I thought that they were just going to be up. I banked on the Sparrowkeet Air winning, and unfortunately, apparently, they're doing nothing about these gang members. And it's just not. I'm in a little bit of a bind now because I'm pretty sure this letter arrived almost exactly a fortnight ago, because it has been 2 weeks since I've left the house.
Ume.
We're gonna have to fight the gang.
Oh, I'm down,
Yes.
first of all, but
I was
Ume.
so
course you're
looking forward to using the meditation chamber. Oh well.
Oh no! Oh dear! This is not good. No, this is not good. She'll go and she'll run off to find the things, and she'll notice that like the things that she needed to escape. So all of the dirigible fuel is gone. All of the various pieces of equipment for building a cabbage car, other things of that nature. And she comes back also just head hung low, and she kind of goes, "They took the prototype bomb."
Oh.
Oh.
How could you use that to escape? That's just mean.
I don't know. I think they just took it as a joke.
Oh, that's cold.
Now we have to fight them.
Well, hang on now. I've got a few ideas. Tell us a bit about this gang. If they're able to fight off Parakeet Air, it might be a bit tough of a challenge for us.
Sparrowkeep.
I don't really know. I don't really know if they fight the Sparrowkeep Bears, but they're sort of in charge around here.
Who's this CF individual? Do you know?
Oh, they're popular. They're called the Crimson Ferrets.
The Crimson Ferrets?
Yes, they've been around for a while.
You're kidding.
Sounds familiar.
No.
They operate out here?
Do you know these people?
Yes, they operate in a lot of different cities in different levels. All the places I go for salvage anyway, they're kind of everywhere. They're not really hard for them to keep track of me.
What are the Crimson Ferrets? Like, you seem familiar with them, Lucy. What?
We had, by we I mean my mentor and I had dealings with them. Scum of the earth, I think.
Oh. Well, yeah, they're criminals.
Oh yeah, some criminals you can work with.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to come up with a game plan. If they're going to attack, are they more likely to wait till nightfall, or like how much time do you think we have to prepare?
Oh, maybe a couple hours at most. Yeah, they'd probably come around nightfall.
Would they send everyone, or would they send just a couple? Like,
I don't know. I've never had them come to collect. I've always
only
either not paid
expecting
them or.
No offense. If they're only expecting you, they're probably not going to send an arsenal.
Well, they did say that they were going to crush the treehouse, so they might send more.
Yeah.
For that.
You haven't quite seen the back yet.
Oh god.
And she'll like I don't know, pull like a lever, like a random lever that's next to her, and a couple of the windows from behind the tree open up, and you can see like past like where the rest of it is. And apparently when they first came to collect, they had come through the back door, and not a lot of them made it out. Let's put it that way. So she has unfortunately not had enough time to re-prepare the traps, but she did have a lot of them. They're not dead. They're not dead.
Don't look at it.
They're not dead. There's obviously like scraps everywhere, like blood everywhere, but like there's no dead bodies lying around. But they were very clearly beat the heck up, and that's probably why like that main room hasn't been like fully touched yet.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say you worked here with your mom?
She's away for a while though.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
She's helping the reconstruction in the Southern Water Tribe.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Well,
What should we do now?
I hate to say it, but how attached are you to this place?
I'm in.
Well,
That's a good question.
Well, all of my things are here. I like things. And I wouldn't want to leave it just to have my mother return to this.
right.
But you have a point. It might be dangerous. But Zakira, you also made a very good point that they're not expecting more than me.
Yeah.
You could have a chance.
How much of a
See,
chance?
I've heard you fight outside. You dealt with the whole contingent of the guards. Yes, maybe you can help them or take care of them, and maybe they're reasonable. I mean, they have been reasonable. I've never had to fight them until recently, so maybe you could reason with them as well.
Do you see what you've done? No wonder that you haven't had to fight them.
Well, that was precautions.
Understandable ones, but
Would I know
Do you have
if
the resources to like put all the traps back together and like?
I would not have the time for that. No.
would I know if we had any Crimson Ferrets in the prison back home?
Um.
Which might be an oof for Lucy, but if there's a bargain we can make. Not that I think my family would go for it, but all we need for them is to think they'd go for it.
Make a history check. You know, we'll say it's reasonable. Like the Crimson Ferrets are large enough that it's reasonable that there might be. No, I take that back. I'm gonna say no, but
Okay.
but your family knows of them. Like they're a pretty sneaky, fluid, freedom fighter kind of bunch. So they're hard to obtain because they travel in packs.
Okay. How? This is
Are there bounties on the Crimson Ferret people?
Countless.
Because we do have 2 bounty hunters that we could probably enlist if they had bounties on their heads.
That's a good question, and
Just pop up bounty?
you haven't seen any yet. You haven't heard of any, but if you were to ask the bounty hunters, they too would say no.
and they're back on the dirigible.
They're hanging out with you guys.
Oh, okay, they're here. So
Oh, they're here. Okay, okay.
You're just gonna let them. You would let them steal your dirigible? Come on, guys.
Doug,
It doesn't have
Doug
any
and
fuel in it,
or
right? I thought it
Flutterbat.
was-
Doug and or Flutterbat. Hi. What
Her name is Jasmine. I say that only because you told them my name.
Flutterbat.
pretty
Do you
name.
know about the Crimson Ferrets?
Yes, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Doug?
Well, yeah, they're one of the largest criminal enterprises around right now. Of course, I've heard of them.
So like bounties exist?
No. If we were to collect a bounty on the Crimson Ferrets, then we'd have a war on our hands between the Bounty Guild and the Crimson Ferrets, and that would be. I mean, well, we would still win, of course. There's so many of us, but
Bounty Guild is corrupt.
Wow.
Writing
no
this
way.
down.
I
All
It's the
caps.
same. It's the same reason. Are you saying that out loud?
No, because I'm literally taking notes.
Okay.
My apologies.
All right.
Just next person to take care of. Bounty Guild.
Are there actually many of you? Could we somehow call some of you guys to?
I'd have to travel back to you now in order to. Or why am I giving him a British accent? In order to talk to them. No, we don't have any other means of communication. We just sort of a corporate umbrella with.
Is it
many
only you
fingers.
two?
No, there's plenty of us.
Insight check.
You don't inspire much confidence.
All right, look, we don't really have a lot of sway in the guild, but rest assured, there are a lot of us. We just don't. We don't have a lot of power there. Like, Flutterbat and I have been working together for a while. There was the third for a while, but he was a little bit too intense. Always with a hood over his head and his big old claw. It was not our type of people. Very dastardly and so forth. But the two of us, we've collected many a bounty, and we're more than sufficient for assistance if you need it. But that would require your surrender
No.
afterwards.
You said you wouldn't bring it up. You already broke the deal.
We're talking. This
broke
is a new
the
deal.
deal.
This is a new deal we're discussing.
Nope.
So you would.
There were no deals being made. We're talking about information.
Do they have a headquarters of some kind?
Yes, they do.
Sorry, the Crimson Ferrets.
Oh, I do not know.
I ask Umi.
He still responds.
Okay, I go over to Umi. Do they got a headquarters where you drop off money and all that, or something that you know about?
Yeah, where would you just leave money in the mailbox for them to collect, or do you have to drop it off somewhere?
Ume is like listening and goes,
I said, yeah, I ask Ume.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can either wait for them to show up and ask them yourself, or I suppose you could go to Sparrowkeet Station, and they're usually roaming around there. Maybe find them there. You might also be able to find allies, but I honestly, if we choose to go to Sparrowkeet Station, we're not going to make it. And we're gonna have to take the whole thing. We have to move the dirigible. We're not gonna have time to come back.
I don't want to go to Sparrowkeet Station. Doesn't seem wise.
Yeah. Not to possibly be stranded there.
Arguably, if we were to go there, there would be potential allies and plenty of resources, plenty of fuel, plenty of things to just quickly up and get out. But that's not. I don't know if I really want to do that.
Well, also, they're kind of
I'm gonna like walk up to
problematic.
put my
for
hand on their
us.
shoulder. This is your home, and we're not gonna let them take it. We're gonna shore up defenses, and we're gonna fight. We're gonna teach these Crimson Ferrets they can't just run around and take what's not theirs.
Okay, Iman.
Hey, I'm all for the defense thing, but like, I don't want to go fighting a whole, group of mob people.
We're not going out looking for a fight. They're bringing it here. So we only have to fight what they delivered to us.
Which give us another target.
I've seen all of you. We can totally do this. I'm gonna go out. Is there any sources of water? I'm like, we can do this. There's no water. I'm like, we can't do this.
Spit in this bucket.
It's a forested area, but you're not really near a river or anything like that. The only water that's really in the area is being used for her various contraptions of weights and lifts and things that
Can you
move
take it out of the
stuff
grass?
around.
I mean, I can take it out of the grass.
You can really try. You want to push that luck. You are not that technique special yet.
Oh,
Where's Keon in all this?
Yeah.
Keanu's on the airship.
Okay. Sounds like an excellent time
I
to
think
go
she
to
would
break.
be here for important.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go to break, and you guys can kind of make the decision of. You have two options. You can either wait for the Crimson Ferrets to come to you guys and deal with them as you see fit, or you can pack up and head to Sparrowkeet Station, where there would be resources, allies, that kind of stuff, and you'd be leaving the workshop behind.
Okay. All right. Going to break. Be right back.
Whoa!
And we're back.
Cool.
Welcome back, everybody. For everybody who's just coming in, it's getting dicey. I forgot to turn off my fan. Take it away, George.
Okay.
I think as a group we have decided to rest instead of shore up our defenses.
Right. That was there were a couple of options, and they decided they're just gonna, with the help of Baku being the healer of the group, you guys are able to heal up all conditions and all of your fatigue at the cost of Baku being left with only one fatigue marked off, which is it's pretty good. That's pretty nice. It's nice that you guys actually have a healer in the group, because this would have been way harder if you did not have a healer in the group.
That's why I'm a waterbender.
Everyone go thank your healers right now.
And
Check
you
up on 'em.
also
Make sure they're doing
you also
all right.
have Princess Flutterbat, and you have the Badger Frog Bounty Master,
Doug.
Doug.
Doug
Doug.
is his name.
or Doug and Jasmine. as
It is
they're
really
called.
nice being on this end of this, Jake.
No, it's Doug and Flutterbat.
Yeah.
Doug and Flutterbat. So there you go.
I'm not sure if I know any Jasmines. I don't think I've acquainted to any.
I like the T. I don't know.
We gotta respect
Fair
her
enough.
identity, you know.
Yeah,
Right, yeah. We don't know who she is.
She's a
it's a
tiny
mystery,
youngin'.
you know. We may
Who's
never
to
know.
say?
She did appreciate that. All
That
right.
Batman heard about.
So, night begins to fall. and or let's just say it has fallen. Twilight has gone away, and it is actual night. And where are you guys positioning yourselves for this combat? Are you spread out amongst the trees, amongst the various tents, or are you just going to
Can
be
we try
up
to
front?
do like a little ambush thing where I'm out in the open and I want to try some talking, and then if it doesn't work, everyone can kind of.
What?
You can. Yeah, one of those.
I feel like Ume should still be the center of attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I have brought at least one of the water barrels from the dirigible to where I am, so I have some
Sure.
ready bendables?
Ready bendables.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's franchisable.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Ume's bait.
Oh no.
Are you okay with that?
I'm
Ume?
not actually. I'm can't stand for that. I'm sorry.
I thought
literally
you said
the
Ume's
guardian.
baked and was like, what was she doing while we were resting?
She's having a great
I
time.
gotta have a
Like,
good time.
now is not the
Sorry.
time.
She's just trying to relax,
I'm
bro.
gonna chill out.
Ume.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I just think they're here for her. If they don't see us, we can catch them off guard and have the element surprise. If you're just standing out in the open, they're gonna be suspicious already.
He's got a point.
yeah.
Can we do like a challenge of my nature, because it goes against my nature? I'm using the wrong words. Damn
Your
it.
principles.
Yeah.
Wait. Sure. It does kind of feel like they're pushing you towards trust, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, that.
So yeah, you can make that roll if you want.
Who makes that? Sorry, we're all still learning.
Roll with your principal.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
And my principal is. Help. Help. What's my principal? I'm sorry.
Pull it up.
It's trust, or what's the other one?
Oh, okay. Trust to self-reliance. So
Right,
pushing
and
me towards
you're
trust.
one. Yeah, you're one towards trust right now.
Okay, and this would be so therefore rolling one.
They want you to. Yeah, you're going to be
Yeah,
adding
plus
one to
one.
that.
Okay. 6.
Okay, so it doesn't affect. It doesn't seem to. Or you're not able to resist it. So yes,
Okay.
you'll be pushing your way towards that,
Okay.
and you're going to go with it.
All right. Sounds like you guys know what you're doing. Sounds like you got a game plan, and I will hesitantly slink.
With that
Wait.
though, are you going to be? So what are you going to be by yourself, or are you going to be near your ward?
I'm gonna be near the ward.
All right. Because you're pushing yourself away from your balance and more towards the trust, you're going to have the prepared status for anything that would affect your ward.
Okay, cool. Cool deal. I like that.
Very cool.
Cool.
All right, we ready?
I mean, if anything goes wrong,
Hmm?
I'm going to take the water in this bucket, make an ice path, and I'll just scoot over there and get her.
Okay.
She'll be fine.
All right.
Iman, or I will try to make a wall between them and her.
Okay. Okay. Feeling a bit. He's feeling a bit better.
Just let her talk for a bit.
Okay.
Do you guys want Ume to just do the talking? You want her out front of her house, or do you want them to knock on the door?
Before they get in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't want them inside.
Yeah. That just sounds like it makes it more complex.
Okay.
We don't want to risk her stuff.
Fair enough. All right. Cool beans. So you guys wait until nightfall, and everything's silent for a while until you hear a contingent of stomping as they make their way. The Crimson Ferrets are not known to be quiet. They are known to be more freedom fighters. They're known to be more wild, and yet somehow coordinated. But they're freedom fighters essentially, to a degree. They don't hold military values in a very high regard. So you very clearly see them as they're kind of cresting over through the plains into the mountains, or into the forest where you guys are. And some are jumping over, like hanging off tree branches and jungle gymming around. They're hooting and hollering. They're just having a great time.
How many?
A couple of them, you personally assess the situation. If you guys want to assess the situation, each of you individually, I'll let you know. That is with rolling with creativity.
Would be.
At 7.
Oh, 7.
11.
Perfect.
Mine was cool. I got a 9.
Nice.
All right, so the 7 through 9s, none of you have failed. You see more than you expected.
Not good.
Iman, you see not only the hootins and hollerins, but you do see enough to be like, this could be a problem, but we can probably still handle it, as long as not all of them are benders.
Okay.
And you also get to see quite a few. There's maybe 2 or 3 of them that are a little quieter, and you also note, because you're more of a militaristic style, that even though they're kind of jungle gymming around, they're all kind of staying within one person who's cloaked and making their way.
Am I able to? I would pass this information to Baku, but am I able to move this information? Tell this to the party without
the rest
giving
of the
away our
party,
position?
rest of the party, no.
Okay, I'll tell Baku.
Mm-hmm. You've effectively identified the leader.
And there's 3 quiet ones, and they don't like they're just all over the place. If they're not all benders, we have a chance.
Fighting breaks out, we focus the one in the middle.
Okay. I'm going to ineffectively mime this information to the party and just the one around them, and just not at all and completely
Baku's
fail at giving this information.
Circle, round. Is one of them round? Are they pregnant? Is someone pregnant?
You're whispering into the darkness. I can't hear you at all.
Yeah, I know he can't hear me. I'm just.
All right.
Circle, rounds.
In very Hook style fashion, the group kind of lost boy around Ume as they are making their way up. If you guys catch any of that reference, they're just kind of crazy dancing around in her tents, having a good time, and Ume is basically Peter Pan stuck in the middle, not knowing what's happening.
Oh gosh,
love it.
At any rate, so Ume's looking a little scared because there's a lot of chaos that she didn't create happening around her, but she's also trying not to show it. And the leading hooded figure steps up to her, and we've decided that today we have a guest speaker that is going to portray that NPC.
let's go. Boom.
Hey.
Alec the Bard.
Alec the Bar.
What's up,
How
my
you doing,
dude?
Alec?
You sneaky
Hello, everybody.
swear
Thank
words.
you for coming in. Also, he absolutely saved my ass when I was having problems with the Zoom.
My Zoom.
Yeah, this is his Zoom call, so thank you. Everyone go follow Alec the Bard. He's an amazing individual. And the World's Guild, and the Bad Apples, all of it. It's amazing. We'll talk about it more at the end of the stream.
Yes, we'll go through all of that, and I'd love to talk about that. But remember when we joked about how we were going to make sure you weren't on at 10 p.m.? Yeah, that happened.
We're getting better. 10 minutes
It's technically
closer
9
to
here,
the...
so
10 minutes.
it's fine. It's 9 here.
Sure. Okay, so you can't catch the guy's face yet. But he's there, and there he is. Him and Ume kind of exchange a couple of words, and you aren't really able to make it out because they're kind of whispering to each other a little bit. You didn't expect the whispers to happen, but it happened. Alec, you know that your conversation with her is something along the lines of, you know that they're in the woods.
Like I know about the rest of them, that they're all hiding.
Yes, you know about all the PCs. Like the hooting and hollering was also call signs for calling out where the players are and so forth.
Oh no.
And you're ready to handle them.
I'm in danger.
So he'll just kind of like out of his pocket, like 4 coins will kind of rise out of his pocket and kind of spin around in his hand. He'll kind of dance them around a little bit. And just in quick succession, he'll fire just 1 coin at each location of each person.
Oh no, bro.
Just as like, hello,
So
hello,
cool.
you can come out now.
I will come out as intimidatingly as possible.
It drops down from a tree.
Kind of try to shrug my way next to Ume.
Well,
I'm gonna
do my
like
best
come
loom.
out looking as small and like unimposing as possible, so they underestimate me.
Keeping
little
keeping
brother,
Baku
Just-
in
is
mind.
that you, Iman? So good to see you. It's been so long.
He pulls the hood over. You will recognize Kip, one of your older brothers.
Kip?
Yes, it's me. What are you doing here? Are you
Yeah.
helping her pay off her debt?
You have wandered quite far from the family tree, I'd say.
You mean left that oppressive household and made decisions for myself? I see you're still towing the family line.
Why are you doing this, Kip? What are you doing here? Why are you extorting perfectly good beans?
I'm providing protection.
Protection
against
from who?
whatever could happen in the world. And what are you doing? Still listening to mommy and daddy and living off their money?
I'm up to stuff.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
Kip. I'm gonna give you this one chance. Take yourself and remove yourself from this situation, and you know what? I won't say nothing. That is a genuine offer that you know I'm gonna uphold. I will not say anything if you walk away from this.
Are you gonna run and tell mom and dad about what I'm doing? Is that what you're proposing? That you won't?
Mm-hmm.
We're not children anymore, Iman. I don't care. Tell them. I suggest you and your friends leave now, before we have to do something we're not proud of. She owes us money.
Or you've done plenty you're not
Extortion.
proud of.
I've done what I've had to do.
You don't have to do this.
Oh, well, the boss requires money, so we need to collect.
You're not getting it.
And I kind of like look at all of the rest of the ferrets and be like, did you hear that? We're not getting it. Did you hear that?
Chuckles and hilarity erupts around you.
Oh, well, you know what we said in our letter if we don't get our money. This whole thing comes down.
You see like almost not all around you, but maybe 5 or 6 just from the bushes, just fire in people's hands.
Don't do this, Kip.
Pay up then.
We can't. It's extortion.
Imani's not gonna listen.
Well, then we'll do what we have to do. And I'll kind of just give the signal.
Is there a way I can? Is there a way I can collect the fire?
Against other firebenders,
No.
it wouldn't last long. That's for sure.
Oh God.
Just trying my best to keep it away.
Can I
Is there
raise
is
I don't know how to do this yet because it's the first time I'm playing this game. But can I use the first thing you sent me?
a technique?
Yeah,
Not quite.
not quite.
We haven't hit an
Okay.
exchange yet.
Got
Wanna
it.
see
I don't know how that works
It
yet.
sounds like we are.
That's okay.
It sounds like
we're
it's...
we're getting real close. If
Yeah.
Lucy or Baku or Zakira want to interrupt beforehand, now's your chance.
I want to make a wall.
Yes, you want to start. You want to help in the exchange, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So, is there any non-exchange things we want to do before we start beating on each other?
Gotcha.
Where does judging a rival fall on all of this? Is that part of the exchange? or is
You
that
can be doing
beforehand?
that now, theoretically.
Ooh.
So I roll with focus.
Does he know
Mhm.
Kip at all?
I'm,
I feel like he'd probably.
well, it's up to you, George, what you want me to reveal.
Based on the history. Well, that's Baku. So
I know.
Baku is Iman's friend. Would Baku know your family? Would he have known of your?
I would have assumed that he was gone before I got there, so I know of him, but I don't know much.
Okay.
Kip has been gone about
Would
a year.
Would I know Kip because me and Iman have been friends for a while?
I probably wouldn't have shared that information that I had a
Yeah.
brother kind of go rogue.
You're right.
This is what this feels like. This is so cool. I'm usually the DM. This is so wild. Sorry.
Right?
Do your thing, Baku.
That's an 11.
Let me pull up your sheet. I need to figure out what that does. Da, da, da. Oh, you can
I
ask,
got goosebumps like immediately.
ask,
This is so
ask
good.
2 questions.
I guess what are his weaknesses and strengths?
Okay.
Hail hydrate.
I don't really understand the question. What do you wish I'd do right now? Like what is that even trying to ask? Like
What is he hoping you do? Like it could like he might be demanding a surrender, but maybe he's not demanding a surrender, like that kind of thing.
It's an insight check. We
yeah.
found the insight check.
Okay.
Yes!
Literally your insight check.
Baku is our insight check guy.
You're more insightful than most, being what you are.
I guess how can I show dominance or submission? I guess what would
How
make him
can-
back down?
How can I show you dominance or submission? Okay, so how can I show you submission?
Yes.
What a try.
Let me pull up the character sheet.
Oh, this is so wild.
My brain.
Knowing Iman, there's a chance that if you showed enough military strength, he more than likely would back down, because he did come from a military family, so he is probably not like the others around him. He may be part of a freedom fighting group, but he still understands tactics. He still understands when a military retreat is necessary. So a show of strength would be the easiest and best way to show for him to submit to you. Weaknesses and strengths. His strengths are obviously in his passion. You can see like he's a bit jovial with the way he's talking to you guys, but his passion and his intelligence are major strengths for him. You feel that if you were to get into a combat with him, which is probably going to happen, he's going to be able to pull off a couple of techniques around, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
And his third strength would be the leadership he has, because after talking to Iman and hearing that like this crazy chaotic group has been actually controlled around him. Like these guys are probably trained by him and are probably deadlier than they are looking right now. And Iman, I would also like to point out, your brother was an earthbender when he left. He was not a metalbender.
Neat trick.
So, what about weaknesses, though? I'm not hearing any weaknesses.
I don't have
Like
any. Unless you got kryptonite, you're screwed.
Oh, what? I just so happen to have some in my back pocket because reasons.
Don't ask why I have a cool looking coin just within reach.
That is a cool looking coin. Let's go. You're just showing off your claws. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. What weaknesses does he have, Kip?
Weaknesses. That's not on the character sheet that you sent me.
No, let's just make them up.
We'll make them up. So, do I have to fit into any categories, or can I just?
No, this
You
is
just
more
put
of
daddy
a,
issues.
let's just give him something.
His
Allergic to the clam chowder, so I can waterbend up his nose.
no, so his ego is probably is a big weakness of his.
Ooh.
And also his like disdain for authority. I feel like that's not only a strength, but I feel like it's a weakness in the same way that like he has just a strong distaste for his own family because they stem from such a militaristic kind of privatized prison background, so he just hates anything and everything organized, and he's got a very large ego. So I feel like those are probably. Is that what you're looking for, or should I kind of come up with something?
That's a fairly solid weakness. It could also like you would know that it would work in your benefit as well, Baku, because of like how you kind of understand how to take care of Iman with his military background, and it is also a weakness for him in many cases.
You shut me right down. That was
so you know how to abuse that.
Ooh.
Said the boss.
And he's scared of shrimp. I don't
And
know.
I'm terrified of shrimp. Alec in real life is terrified of the ocean. Kip, not so much.
It's one of those, if I can't see the bottom, it's like what's about to reach out at me, you know?
Hard pass.
And the danger can be from any direction. So you traded up mom and dad for, well, I'm trying to buy time.
Well, I think that I already signaled to the.
You've got your
yeah,
hand
my bad.
up, ready to
Yeah.
go, and they're
Yeah.
trying to stop you from.
I traded up for freedom, and then I dropped my hand to signal the people.
Can I do a thing with my skills and training?
What do you want to do?
I'd like to send out a stream of water to like. Well, how are they like lobbing balls? Or are they just lobbing huge streams?
They're not
or
lobbing
what?
anything yet. All they were doing was threatening with fire.
Oh well, I thought the signal was them.
Yeah, the signal was for them to fire, I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if you're not going to do anything diplomacy wise, we'll jump into an exchange, and you'll be able to prevent them or whatever it is you want to do.
Boss man not come to these visits, or does he just send his lackey?
I have to see what George told me it's okay to say.
He's not in a position to answer you.
Yes.
Honestly, 'cause he doesn't care about you at all.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he just made it clear that boss
Yeah.
man needs the money, so he's
Yeah.
not boss man.
No. He says nothing.
So, all of this freedom that you have, and you're really not even that much higher than Iman on a chain of command.
Feel
Well,
free to shout that while he's initiating an exchange.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm going ha.
Okay. That
So
mean
are we
we're-
past the point of talking or no? Because
I
I was
think
gonna
so.
do something, and then you were like,
officially
"Well,
past
we're talking." So then
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So am I?
No,
Because
you're
I would
right,
like to
you're
do the
right.
thing. So I'm
Yeah,
kind of
you
confused
can't-
with where we're at.
You talked about
if you're trying to
diplomacy,
like
obviously.
stop an attack from happening, that'll be part of the exchange.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to him, you can talk to him.
Right, but I just tried, and you said it's too late.
No, I said
So is it-
so
Yeah,
you
so
want-
it can be
I'm
happening
sorry.
as I'm going.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be happening like, yeah, you can, if you want to talk to him, you can talk
Yeah.
to him. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
so
started
what
the
I-
exchange.
So what I
Because of
said
it.
about him not
Yeah.
being any better than Iman as far as like status wise is going to stand.
I'm making my own way in the world while Iman continues to do what mommy and daddy says and live
Are you
off their money.
really? Are you really? You're just taking orders from someone else.
Oh, well,
You're
of
not
course I have
free.
missions here or there, but I can come and go as I please. And I don't make money off of putting people in jail.
Putting them under your
You
boot.
make money off of ruining their lives.
If she would have paid her bills on time, her life wouldn't be ruined.
Could have.
It's like with any bill.
Could have bought a quarter of the prison for what you're extorting out of her.
Well, that's interest for you. So are we done or are we ready?
Last chance.
Steam out of her nose. Just
Fire it, Will. And
All right, let's go.
That's sick.
Fair enough.
Oh
Okay.
God. I'm putting on the combat music.
Combat music.
Combat music. Okay, do I have any need for this anymore? No, I do not. I can get rid of that. Okay.
Now Alec needs to learn how to fight in this game.
All right.
Ew.
So again, I'll explain for the chat as well. So this goes in stages. So the GM and the NPC player will pick their technique. If they want to do a defend and maneuver, an advance and attack, or an evade and observe. And because we don't have to roll, we can just pick one master technique to do, or in Kip's case, 2 master techniques to do. It doesn't have to be both defend and maneuver, both advance and attack. You can pick one of any of them.
Okay.
And so the basic attacks as well, or the basic maneuvers, ready, retaliate, seize position, strike, pressure, smash, test balance, bolster your hand, or commit. Those are basic. So like you can role play how you want to strike. You can role play how you're readying, or how role play how you're seizing a position. Whether you're using your bending or not is irrelevant. Just explain via role play how you're doing it, and then it just tells you what it is you get when you do that move. Same thing with your mastered techniques.
Okay.
Once we've all decided and the PCs have talked to each other to figure that out, we go to defend and maneuver. So the PCs will roll with focus on defend and maneuver, and they'll do their defend and maneuvers tactics, and then the bad guys. And the same thing with advance and attack, and then evade and evasion, with good guys first, bad guys second.
Got it.
And we do that. We do one exchange and go through all of it, and then the exchange is over, and it gives the players time to potentially role play back into like intimidating to stop the fight, or to plead, something to move the fight away, or they can just start a new exchange and we just keep fighting.
Got it. Okay. So do I pick a maneuver first?
You choose your 2 maneuvers
Yeah, I
right
got
now,
them.
and don't tell anyone.
All right,
Okay.
I got him.
And I'm
It's a
picking
secret.
for the group of Crimson Ferrets.
Crimson Ferret. Oh, and well, Iman or Fef or George, what does Kip look like? Because I didn't want to decide that for you. I just wanted to know while people are picking their maneuvers.
I don't think we really ever decided that, did we?
I know, and because it was Pfeffer's brother, I didn't want to decide for him.
So Iman is he's like 6'5", absolute Dorito shape. Very tall and looming. And so this is one of the few people, you would be one of the few people who might be like a little bit taller than me. I'm not accustomed to that. Just generally stacked. Vest, military boots, very precise posture, kind of hair a little bit like mine, except buzz on the sides and long. Yeah.
Cool.
So what would he look like?
So a variant, similar, maybe more tougher, maybe a little more relaxed, to my, kind of in opposite to my kind of strict positioning, but still, even in a relaxed pose, you're managing to kind of look down at me. The rest can be up to you.
Yeah, I imagine he's got kind of like almost like a mohawk,
Okay.
like a mohawk in a way. Like dirty. What color is your hair?
Like a brown.
Yeah, I'd say like probably like a dirty blonde, dirty brown. And he's foregoing kind of any and all military gear, so it's all kind of like streetwear. And just because this is what I thought when George told me about the characters, he's got to be wearing a duster. He's got to be wearing a duster, a duster at least.
Nice.
Yes.
That's me. Sorry,
Cool.
sorry to interrupt.
No problems. All right, so you guys talk amongst yourselves. You guys kind of figure out what you want to do, or
I've got an advance and attack. I'll just try to sink him.
I also have an advanced attack. I was just going to try and fireblade the surrounding enemies.
okay. And Lucy, what do you have?
Would defend a maneuver.
Defend a maneuver? Okay.
Yeah.
Then it would be you first. Go ahead and roll with focus.
Okay, let's do it. 5.
Okay, so you can either do nothing and stumble, or you can shift your balance away from center to use one of the basic techniques.
It'd be one more towards force, and I'd be completely around force.
Well, you'd be at a +3 for force, yes.
Yeah. No, let's do it. YOLO. I will do ready. I will ready. As in, I will try and protect. Wow, that just blank. Umi, yeah.
Ume.
And try and make a wall, or like try to get her out of there with like a pillar or something. That like, it's like
Okay. Can I help you in this roleplay
Yes.
scenario? If you want to help another ally, the bolster or hinder under evade and deserve is exactly that.
oh yeah, cool, great, awesome.
So it would literally allow you to give her the status of something like prepared.
Gotcha.
So by that wall would effectively prepare her for an attack that comes her way, that kind of thing. Readying is it says mark 1 fatigue to ready yourself or your environment, assigning or clearing a fictionally appropriate status of nearby characters or yourself. So you could theoretically do that just to her with just ready as well.
I mean, that's what I. But I read it like that. That's what it sounds like, right?
Says. It's a fictionally appropriate status, so I guess I would be okay with that with a wall. In fact, you know what? It might even be better. I'll give her some kind of protected status on that.
Awesome.
Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna roll with that
Roll.
because we're allowed to do that in this game. It's the first time someone's used ready, so like sure. You put up that wall, right?
Yeah.
It will block something. We'll see what happens. It'll block a fatigue or a condition or something. But it is not your it's not you don't have a specialized technique in building walls. So it won't be as effective as the special technique.
Dice Goblin, thank you so much. Oh my god, that's like 2 times in one stream. Homie, thank you.
So Dice Goblin?
Thanks, Dice. I'll message you back, I promise.
Dice just comes knocking down the door.
I mean,
Didn't respond to my role play yet, Alec.
no, commissioning them.
It's your turn on the My Little Pony forums.
Oh my
shit,
gosh.
me.
That's
Never
the
mind.
3rd time My Little Pony has come up in this stream.
I
don't know how I feel
Shut
about
up. I
that.
just finished watching all of it. That's why. For like the 3rd time. All right. Is anyone else doing defend and maneuver?
That includes you, Alec, if you're doing any defending
What?
maneuvers.
I'm doing it. My first one's evade and observe.
Would defend and maneuver be appropriate for like trying to stop the fire that's coming towards the tree?
Well, no one has attacked anything yet, but you see that they might be throwing fireballs. So if you have, you could retaliate. So if anything hits you, you could retaliate in some manner, or you could ready yourself to clear any status effect that might come their way, like if they get trapped or if they get impaired or something.
So, are they attacking like the building itself, or are they attacking us?
Both.
Okay.
They haven't started swinging yet, so so you're not entirely sure yet. And more than likely, some of them are going to hit the building. Some of them are going to hit you. You can kind of guess with how crazy and wild they were that they're just going to be doing whatever they want.
I'll start with steady stance, defend and maneuver.
Okay.
Or I guess I have to roll for it first, don't I?
Oh, yes, you do. Let's see. Strong, steady
Maneuvers,
stance.
focus.
Ooh, yeah, nice. Okay, good.
So that is a 8.
Nice. Okay, not quite a perfect hit, but you do manage to do that. All right, so steady stance. Any foes engaged with you who choose to advance and attack this exchange must mark 1 fatigue, negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on you in this exchange. Whew. Nice. If no conditions or negative statuses are inflicted on you, become empowered for the next exchange. Rough.
That's strong.
Nice.
Wow. What a mastered technique that is. I like it. Okay. Fair enough. Advanced attack.
I'm gonna sink him. I'm gonna try to sink him. I'm just gonna move 1 foot up, put it down, and see if I can sink Kip.
Okay, roll with passion.
10.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, so you can do you could do that as well as an additional mastered or different basic technique,
Okay.
or you can use 1 practice or 1 learned.
1 practice and 1 learned. I hit him. I'm gonna kick him while he's sunk.
Okay, so are you next to him?
Yeah. When I swung down, I went to stand next to
That's true.
Ume.
Okay. All right, so you're basically gonna earth sink him and then you're gonna strike him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Just one good
All right.
right in the face.
Fair enough. So earth sinking, very powerful technique. Sink a foe into the earth itself. Mark 2 fatigue. So you're gonna mark 2 fatigue.
Okay.
To trap it. No.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Ivan marks
Oh.
2 fatigue.
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind.
Trap an enemy standing on the ground. So you have now the trapped status, which is you're completely helpless. You must mark a combination of 3 fatigue or conditions to escape. So you'll be on your turn. You'll be marking 3 fatigue to get out, basically.
Got it.
Um,
Will I still be able to act on my turn when
Yes.
I get out? Okay.
mhm,
And I kick her, sir.
right.
Kick.
And then you're gonna kick. So you strike a foe in reach. You're gonna force them to your choice, Alec, of marking 2 fatigue, marking a condition, or shifting your balance away from center.
I will mark a condition.
Sure, you don't want to mark your status away from center?
Yes, sure.
I think you should. I think you
I'll
should
do
give
that.
yourself
I don't know what this means. Yes, I'll do
So
that.
you were originally at a +1, so now you're at a +2 on your principal.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. I did that. I mark it.
This is what you have become, is it? Is it? And I kick her. I kick him, sir. And that's me.
We love
Okay.
talk.
Who else is advanced in attack?
I have one, but I'm a bad guy.
Good guys. What's up?
So she clearly sees that everything was going crazy. She wants to fire blade at the ground in front of as many of the people surrounding as possible. So I will roll.
Okay. Roll with passion.
You got it.
Give him a
Action 0. I got 9.
Oh, let's go!
Over.
You get a 9. Okay. So you do manage to do the fire blade. Mark 1 fatigue. And let's see. You're inflicting 2 fatigue and impaired on the. Is it the Crimson Ferrets you're attacking?
Yes, I'm not
Okay.
touching Kip.
Okay. 2 fatigue and impaired.
This music's an absolute banger.
Right? And impaired. Okay. And impaired is must mark 1 fatigue or take -2 to all physical actions, or NPCs must mark 1 fatigue or choose 1 free or technique next exchange. Oh, okay, cool. Dang. All right then. Rough, buddy. Well, thankfully they've only got the 1 anyway, so that's fine. Basically, they're going to be kind of rough housed for a little bit. Anyone else?
That would be Alec.
Yep. I think that just leaves Alec. All the good guys
So-
are taken care of for attack. So.
So I mark 3 fatigue to like get out, right?
Yep. Explain how you're getting out. You're an
So
earthbender.
so almost like how do I describe it? Almost like the way Kitty from X-Men would phase through the floor. He kind of like almost just twists back up out of the ground, and he goes, "You learn some new tricks." And some earth kind of follows up his arm, and just very 1-inch punch style puts his hand, like blade hand, to his chest. And I'm going to use Furious Assault and fire off basically like almost like close range shotgun style earth to his chest.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
That
what do I
man
roll?
is dead.
So this is not great for you.
Nope.
Because so making you basically he's attacking with an unbalanced impassioned strike. So he's going to become impaired because of his overwhelming passion, but he gets to inflict the amount of conditions equal to their current balance.
Oh!
Okay, so do I roll for it or?
No, you're NPC.
Oh,
So you get to inflict. So he inflicts 2 conditions on you.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
do I pick it?
Do
or...
I? Yeah.
Follow the fiction. How would that? How? Which ones would work? For you?
Let's see the conditions.
What
You've
would that
got-
do to you, Iman?
Oh, me?
What would that do to you? What do you think?
Well, angry and afraid, maybe, or insecure and afraid. I am as off my
agree.
rhythm as I've been since we
I
started.
agree with afraid and insecure. So yeah, go ahead and mark those.
And just everyone sees like the bump, like the
Yes,
impact,
very anime style.
Yeah. Actually, somehow it just made my shoulder cramp. Oh, hate
Stress.
It's that
And-
powerful of a move.
For those of you who are who don't know how the combat system works, so you have a bar of 5 fatigue, and then once you've hit 5 fatigue, it resets, and you have to mark a condition off. And then once you've marked off all your conditions and all your fatigue, you're out. So we effectively just did 10 points of fatigue damage to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's easily the hardest Iman's ever been hit, and he's kind of wide-eyed and he's terrified because it's his brother. Oh my god!
Run
All right.
home
Though
to
to be
mom and
fair, you
dad
did just
now.
kick him in the face.
Time
That's
to
fair.
run home to mom and daddy.
Oh no.
And that, I guess that's my advance and attack.
So it was the 2
Okay.
statuses. Was there any additional fatigue?
No.
Okay.
Just the 2 conditions.
Yep. Okay, that's my advance and attack.
Hmm. And remember, you are now impaired for the remainder of the fight. So after this exchange, you'll have to choose 1 fewer technique. So you'll get 1
Okay.
technique round.
Okay, that's fine.
Hmm.
I wanted to make a point.
Yeah. Well.
Made it.
Point taken.
You made it. And the Crimson Ferrets in their fireball attack, they're going to go ahead and use the group attack Overwhelm. So they will strike at every combatant in reach. So the fireballs fling everywhere. So they're in combat with all of you, every combatant, other than, of course, Kip. So all foes engaged with the group, you must mark 2 fatigue or 1 condition, their choice. Now, keep in mind, Iman, that this is also attacking Baku, and you have the prepared status for that.
Yes.
So, what does that do for you? That you get you'll get a plus, or he gets like a +1 to avoid or avoid marking the condition. So you can, in some manner, have Baku prevent Baku from taking that condition.
I'm folded, and I look out of the corner of my eye, out of reflex to Baku, and see the fireballs, and just move my my elbow up and try to bend and block in an attempt.
Fair enough. Well, you've succeeded because you're prepared for it. So
Okay.
you'll take your either 2 fatigue or condition.
Oh God.
But Baku is fine. Lucy, you put up the wall for Zakira.
I
I did.
So Zakira does not have to take the damage either.
No, for Ume.
Yeah, for Ume. I was like, what? No.
I'm sorry, for Ume. You're right.
Who's not a combatant.
Right. Well, not right now. But she combats. Oh, she combats.
Yeah, at the moment.
So how does they're like a whole swarm type deal?
The
As far
attack
as, like,
itself.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
because any advance and attack must mark 1 fatigue.
Yes,
So does that like affect all of them collectively, or is it just like one of them, or like how does that?
it does. It affects all of them collectively. And also, thank you for reminding me about that. I had that marked. So yeah, so they had to take an extra fatigue basically to cast that essentially. Whew. Put them at 3 fatigue already. Wild.
Just like a.
Right. Okay. So Ume does, but yes. So Zakira, are you taking 2 fatigue or a condition?
I'm angry.
You're angry. All right. Bet. Lucy?
I just realized I get stuff when I'm angry. My moves are fueled by anger, so I'm going to use that.
Cool.
So you'll take the angry condition?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm never
The fire-
clearing it again.
Handicapped Hulk.
Handicap off. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, the 2 fireballs barely miss Zakira and Lucy as they martial art way they're around, but they are not happy because those fireballs have like struck the ground. And thankfully, in the forest, they didn't hit anything that could be too flammable. Surprisingly, because Ume has cleared enough space around her area that there isn't too much greenery going around, but you've suddenly realized this could be a problem with all these firebenders in a forest. Evade and observe, anyone?
Oh, do I still get my second move?
You should have your second move this
Okay.
exchange, yes.
I'm gonna seek vulnerabilities on my brother.
Fair enough.
God.
What do you do?
He's trying to kill you.
Yeah, he's trying to tell me. I mean,
I examine.
I did just.
I examine.
I think
my
his
foe
solar
for-
plexus is a vulnerable
Yeah,
spot
just
now.
this-
and-
yeah. There's a
Hole right
hole.
here.
The dent. Examine my foe for weak points. The next time I inflict a condition or fatigue on them, I may shift their balance. And if I know what the principle is, I may mark. You may mark fatigue to shift their balance a second time.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
As far as is this tactical weaknesses, or is this like RP weaknesses? How am I supposed to look at this?
This is kind of this for RP purposes. This is Kip. He hasn't seen you in how many years?
A
One.
year, I think he said.
Little over
about
a year, yeah.
Yeah.
Little over a year. So kind of seeing, because the Earth sink, and that was a very impressive technique. So he's just kind of gauging his brother and seeing what he's learned, and where he still lacks.
Well, you did see me almost as a reaction defend Baku. You can also see from a tactical standpoint that I don't know, George, if I'm sharing correct information or if I'm just kind of wasting our time here, but he's got 2 conditions and he's got 4 fatigue. Another one more fatigue, and he'll have another condition, and that will be 2 conditions away from being down.
Right. And in regards to this exact attack, the important thing is you saw him defend Baku.
Yep.
So
I'm making a note of that.
You
Following
already
the narrative.
know, yeah. You already know what Iman's principle is, or what the 2 principles are. So the next time you do inflict a condition or fatigue on them, you would definitely be shifting their balance more towards trust.
Yep.
And since you know it, you can then mark a second fatigue to balance their shift their balance twice.
My God, man.
What are you at now?
What a boss. What a boss.
This is a
God
major.
damn.
This is a major NPC. There are 2
Yes.
levels of NPCs above this.
Cool.
It's
I think my heart
my
just stopped.
parents and then the Ang gang.
But yeah. So
He's on par with father and mother from the Iron Tavern.
Oh, God.
Okay.
so just seeing him defend Baku, he just kind of goes, interesting. And that's my go.
Cool. That's it for that exchange round. Do you guys want to keep fighting, or do you want to say something beforehand?
I can't talk much.
Um,
Just in
I'll just
general.
yell out. So are there firebenders like in the back, like lobbing stuff?
You're you are in. You're also kind of in combat. Like they're nearby, to the point where you could be doing some martial arts stuff against them at some point, like real soon.
Okay.
But they're wandering around you so fast that like you're always in combat with them, but not necessarily with the same guy all the time.
Okay. I was like, "No, I'll handle the firebenders. No.
Are you ready to give up, little brother?
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Sure.
What about Doug and Flutterbuns?
Oh, yeah.
Flutterbat.
Doug and
Flutterbat.
Flutterbat have gone to join Keon to defend the artifact.
Oh, so they're hiding.
Okay. Gotcha. We're gonna have words about that later. Go on, Alec. What did you say?
Oh, I just
Defend
leaned
the
out and you
artifact.
buckled over and be like, "Are you ready to give up?"
Not much is said. there's some blood coughing now.
And I'll
I
kind
know.
of look to the rest of the group. Are we quite finished? Would you like to continue?
Just grab one of you guys by the shirt.
Just more steam out of her nose. Just
Understood.
Zakira, you jumping back in?
I wanted to do an evade and observe and do feel the flow.
Okay. So you want to go back into the exchange?
Yeah, because it very much seems like words are not going to do anything right now.
Fair enough. Baku, before we go in?
Yeah, I mean he's upset that he hurt Iman, which has now been established as his friend and not just an annoyance. So he's
Fair enough.
upset.
And you did also kind of you did determine before all of this that like dominance, like show strength, and he will submit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, next exchange, prep it up.
And because I use such a strong attack, I only use one
Yep.
action this time. Got it.
Yes.
Cool.
I will evade and observe.
And I'm empowered since I did not take any conditions or negative statuses that last turn.
Nice.
I don't know what that means, but a clear fatigue at the end of each exchange. All right. So that only lasts one round, or how long do statuses last?
Well, the statuses will last until they're cleared, but it should really just be that one round,
Okay.
because I think most of them will even tell you. Just like next exchange.
Okay, for the next exchange, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
The
actually,
empowered thing says for each exchange, and then so I wasn't sure. Okay.
sorry, I don't actually have in my fighting techniques in evade and observe. What universal techniques do I have access to?
None of them. Just
Okay.
the three basic. Yeah, just the three basic.
Then I. Wait, okay. Where's
Because
my
we each have a basic.
Where's my
of
3
one-
basic?
of each,
I'm sorry.
right?
There, it's the three that are directly under the Wow, now I'm doing it. Yeah, so on combat exchanges on the page,
Okay.
on the principal play sheet, where the on the right hand side, basic techniques.
Got it.
Yep. So defend and maneuver has ready, retaliate, seize a position. Advance and attack has strike, pressure, and smash. Evade and observe has test, balance, bolster, hinder, commit. And you just kind of like role play how you do that when you choose that basic technique.
Okay, so sod me. I've got to stick to my character here and actually do a defend and maneuver.
Okay.
And we'll get to that.
Okay. Everyone kind of get the general idea what they want to do?
Yep.
Defend and maneuvers?
Okay. I'm going to
Roll with focus.
roll focus. Oh no, it's a 5.
You can either stumble and do nothing, or you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique.
I will stumble backwards towards Baku, trying to catch my rhythm. No, he's off.
What were you attempting to do? What
I was
caused you
going to try
stumble?
to create the universal wall of force to defend myself and Baku.
Okay. So while you were trying to like do that, to do this like fancy martial arts move that you got, the amount of people that you were in combat with, just in and out, constantly all around you, and some of them are even just like get in your way almost. They don't like touch you, but they're playing like the I didn't touch you game that you play with your brothers and sisters, just like getting in there and like poking you, and like really just it really stumbles you back, and you can't do anything for this round.
Okay.
Anyone else defend a maneuver? I didn't think I heard anything.
Sorry, evade and observe goes before defend and right?
No, it goes last.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay. Ume manages to kind of slip back, and like she's like near the tree now, and she's using a defend and maneuver position technique. She is going to use the technique rebuild. Using your technological know-how, you improve your situation by quickly tuning, repairing, or adjusting your available equipment. She's going to go ahead and mark a fatigue. She doesn't have any conditions, and she's going to gain 3 gears. She's going to spend gears 1 for 1 instead of fatigue on technology techniques for the remainder of the session. So you can see her. She basically kind of backs up into the tree and just like elbows it, and a door pops open, and there's like a collection of stuff, or like a window like collapses, and it kind of like extends out a little bit.
Shotguns come out.
A bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's sort of kind of like that. Yeah, it's just like she has this armament of things now that she can use.
Blunderbuss.
And it should be interesting to see what she pulls out next. So okay, advanced and attack. Lucy.
I'm like I said, I'm already engaged with a lot of people, so I'm trying to aim for these the particular firebenders who are lobbing these fireballs. So like mid strike, I'm gonna just armor up. So just like my arm is a stub, and then I go into the arm and like just hit someone and do rock gauntlet. So I'll roll for that.
Okay, cool.
That'll be an 8.
All right, so you can do it. Mark a fatigue, and you can inflict either a condition or 2 fatigue. And it's more than 1 foe, so you can't really knock them out of reach and disengage with them.
Yeah. Well, fatigue for me, right? I get 2 fatigue, or I think it's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do the 2.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's marking on them. Like that's you mark 1 fatigue, and then they get a 2 fatigue or 1 condition. Is that what you said?
No, it says wrap around and fist and rock and strike. Mark
Right.
fatigue.
Mark
inflict
fatigue.
one.
So you mark
Okay.
1 fatigue, and then you inflict a
okay.
condition or 2.
Okay,
fatigue
flick
on
one.
the
Oh, yeah,
enemy.
yeah. I'll inflict 2 fatigue.
Right. Okay.
And because of my fueled by anger, I can do an additional basic or master technique when I advance an attack, even on a miss.
Wow. That's cool.
So I will.
That's dope.
You're so cool.
I will do overwhelm. I plan on tiring myself out because I'm so angry. I will use overwhelm. I will punch with all my might. One of the first mights I have,
Iman remembers this hit well.
and I'll go back. I'll go back to one.
Triggered.
Still have the shiner.
Yeah.
Got a shiner, a chest dent.
Yeah.
And I will do the guilty condition, I guess, or troubled rather. Troubled. So yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So you're trying to inflict stun on a group of like 12 warriors.
Yes. So I would.
Okay. Well, here's
Sorry.
what's gonna happen. It's fine. Since it works, you marked 3 fatigue. So by throwing a punch with all your weight behind it, are you going to Hulk smash this?
I'm a small guy, but I would like to jump and use the rock armor as my weight to do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
fair enough. So yeah, you do that thing and Hulk smash right into the ground, like the ripple effect happens, and you do break some things in the process, but that's okay. You've inflicted stunned on the foe.
Damn. Damn.
Cool. Next advance and attack. Good guys, yes, no? Okay. Kip.
So Kip will kind of like walk up to his stumbling brother as he's stumbling back. And he says, "So which of them do you care for most? Eeny, meeny, miny, you." And as he points at Baku, he's going to swing his fist up and a piece of rock is going to come up behind him and like a trebuchet come down as I use smash on Baku.
Yeah, he's trying to like make you pass away.
Damn. All right. So Kip marks a fatigue. He's going to destroy or destabilize something in the environment, possibly inflicting or overcoming a fictionally appropriate positive or negative status.
I guess I didn't really read what that meant. So I destroy and destabilize. I guess I want to kind of, because I've seen Baku, I've observed as kind of the defensive one in the back, kind of like helping everybody out. So I want to throw him off his rhythm. So I want to slam this rock down to kind of like crater the area in a way, you know, kind of like throw like Baku off his rhythm. Essentially, is kind of what I'm trying to do.
We can go with it will combine with what happened with Lu Shi, and do you want to either collapse into like the rubble that happens underneath you, Baku, and become trapped, or do you want to not be able to like keep your feet under you and your and maybe like the rock hit you on the way down, you're stunned?
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted. I'm sorry.
Which one's less terrible?
Don't think mechanics. Follow the fiction.
I like that. Follow the fiction. I'm gonna steal that.
But it's hard with D&D brain.
I know.
I know. I've been fighting it this whole time.
Over intimidation.
All right, because I don't lose my turn, right? Like that's not
No, I think it's a cost to get out of.
like you just mark a fatigue and then you get to go.
Stunned is the worst one because you will effectively lose your turn. Yes. Trapped is just as bad though because you can still have your turn, but you have to mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue to get out.
Right. I got fatigue to spare. I'll be trapped.
Okay, so you'll be kind of the rubble will collapse
Oh,
under
no.
you.
You essentially see
Simon.
a rock all on top of Baku.
But you just see like the little bit here that's his face, and he just smiles at you.
Oh no.
Just this is fine.
Get him.
This is
Oh no.
Get him.
And that's me.
Okay. That leaves evade and observe. Yes.
Mhm.
Zakira?
All right, so I was going to do feel the flow, which is taking pause to feel the flow of battle and study the way your opposition fights. I become favored. If they share training with me, I can learn their principle. If I know their principle, I can clear fatigue. I
Okay,
do
so
not know if they share the same training as me.
you are fighting the Crimson people, right? Let me see here. What do they have?
The
Besides, like, the
Crimson
firebender.
Ferrets.
The Crimson Ferrets. Yeah, I forgot that was an actual thing.
Not to be confused with the fire ferrets.
Yes.
Totally different.
Let's see. They have something. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, I mean, they share firebender training. Does that matter?
What? Huh? Oh.
For Zakira's thing? Yeah,
My
they share a
thing?
training with you. So they are
Yeah.
firebenders. Yep.
Okay, so...
You learn that their principle is force.
Okay. French toast.
So you are now favored,
Yes.
which means you get to choose an additional basic or master technique next exchange, even on a miss, which is nice. And you do now know that their principle is force, which basically means they're kind of an unstoppable force, but they also know when they're outmatched.
Yeah.
Okay. And the group has lost their turn because they were stunned this turn, so they are effectively
Nice.
getting up and
Lucy
recovering.
smash.
A lot of them were kind of on the ground, so
Thank you, Lucy.
cool. Exchange over.
Do I get
Yes.
to do my fatigue? And
Oh,
also
yeah, I'm
do my
sorry.
thing.
Yes.
So I will mark my 3 fatigue. And the water in the barrel is going to explode. It's like going to seep into the rock where I am and cool. And then it's just going to explode in ice and blast the rocks away from me as I just stand. And then in the same motion, the ice is going to remelt and coat the ground. And I'm going to slide and swing my way around and do a slip over ice maneuver. I should roll for that first before I explain all the things that I'm attempting to do, because
Yes.
that'd be pretty disappointing if it didn't work. That's a 10.
Ooh!
Heck yeah.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Thanks for that.
I'm biting you, and I'm like, yeah.
All right. So I use the ice and water and slip around the environment, and I'm repositioning the foes and putting them off balance. So I'm like grab Kip by the leg and like start moving him around and like just getting everyone mixed up and throw him off balance. I clear fatigue. In addition, hang on, let me reread. In addition to clearing 1 fatigue via evade and observe.
Right, because when you use evade and observe, you clear a fatigue.
Right. And then reposition.
Did you do that, Zakira?
Say what?
Clear 1 fatigue.
Anytime you use anything that's evade and observe, you clear a fatigue.
Sweet.
So I'm going to decide who's engaged with whom. How many of the guys are left stunned? Like how many Crimson Ferrets?
Well, they're mostly all stunned for this round. By the time they come around to the next exchange, none of them will be stunned.
Okay.
It will be difficult to reposition "quote unquote" foes to the point where one or more of you won't be engaged with them anyway.
Right.
Especially because they'll probably just come back anyway. Their movement moves around, but you can theoretically move around Kip to change who he's in combat with.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to get him away from Iman.
Okay.
And he can resist, but he has to mark a fatigue and become
impaired.
impaired.
She already is.
Already is.
So
Oh, okay.
he'd be marking a fatigue, or he'd be marking 2 fatigue, basically.
Yeah.
So do you want to mark the 2 fatigue to prevent being moved away from Iman?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I'm gonna, in all the sliding and maneuvering around, I'm then gonna, come back around nearby. Like I'm not running away, but I'm also like
Cool.
and just kind of, stare down as if like you're not the only one who's actually a competent bender here. We have 5 of us.
The prodigy speaks. Okay, then that concludes the combat. Yes.
Yep.
And because I'm empowered, I mark off 1 additional fatigue and brings me back to where I was at the beginning.
Cool. All right. You guys want to jump into the next exchange, or do you want to try and intimidate, or do you want to? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go again.
I will.
I want to
You
slice.
had enough, or you're thirsty for more?
Oh,
Little water tribe joke for you.
Water tribe. Jokes on you. Kip hates puns, so he's like, "Let's go."
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm gonna go into a defensive maneuver.
I'm gonna try to intimidate the people I'm fighting because I'm royally angry.
Sure. Yeah. What do you do?
I think my punches are not being held back anymore. I'm not pulling. I don't think
Mhm.
this is getting heavy. It's getting personal, like for no reason. Like a lot of my steps are heavier. Like they're moving the ground as I'm like boxing with all of them. Like we're just this is all it's an animal now. It's not a person.
Okay.
I would think that'd be scary. That's all. Like
So you're
Mike
trying-
Tyson would
so
have come
what-
at you.
So you're trying to intimidate them via how you act in order to get them to back down.
Yes, the veracity.
Okay. So yeah,
yes.
go ahead and
Yeah.
roll with roll to intimidate.
I do get a +1 because I'm angry.
hey.
I see what you did there.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Roll with passion.
That is a 7.
Okay. Well, you get an 8, right?
No, it's a 4, but I get 2, right? Because wait. It is an 8, actually.
You rolled a
D6.
4.
No, it'd be a 7. Yeah. Roll a 4 because I have 2 passion. And I get a +1 because of my move.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Whew, even on a 4, you can pass with passion. You're gonna be a heavy hitter, my guy. All right. Yeah. So I get to choose 1 then. Let's see. Their commander is still in the fight, so they see it and they are still going to continue fighting, but they're going to attack you, but off balance. So I'm going to mark a condition on them.
Okay.
Everyone but Lucy, check the Zoom chat.
What?
You're good. Everyone but
Oh,
you. You're
yeah.
good. Just the Zoom chat.
And that condition is going to be afraid, because they're not happy with this.
I will
They're
punch you.
looking less likely like they
Nice.
want to actually participate. But they will attack. Anyone else? Or are we just going to jump into it?
Oh, I'm back into it.
I think
ready-
one more
I'm ready to
might
keep
do
trying.
the trick.
Ding ding.
I don't think my dude's mentally in a position to try to intimidate.
Okay. And you've effectively already intimidated them once. It's not going to have you do it twice. I'm not going to double down on that. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's just jump into the exchange and see what happens. You've also got Ume is ready to go now.
Mhm.
So You got a little bit of added help there.
Question: can we stack? Like, if I wanted to use pressure, one of my basic techniques, would I also be able to push my luck with what that is?
Push your luck is an out of combat type of
Oh.
thing you would do.
Damn, never mind.
Mhm.
Okay.
That'll go up on the quote wall. It's suddenly personal, and I don't know why.
I did enjoy that.
Well, I've got to defend and a maneuver.
Yeah.
Where do you find the just the basic attack?
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah,
It's in the printable play materials.
Yeah.
The second page,
Oh.
right side.
I'll repost it on the thing.
Thanks.
That's not it. Don't look at that.
That's naughty pictures.
That's it. Just, what the heck, dude?
Oh, if you just scroll up a little bit, it's right there.
Yeah, it is actually just
Oh.
right there. I forgot it was like super short.
I'm gonna do another advance and attack.
I'm also attacking. Hands ready.
Wrong
Yeah,
browser.
I've got a defend and maneuver against. It's just words.
Advance and attack.
Okay, yeah, I'll defend and maneuver.
Okay. Defend and maneuvers. Go ahead and roll your focus.
And
9.
Damn. All right, Baku.
all right. Just gonna pull some of the water up, the ice up off the ground, and form it into a water whip.
Ooh.
Oh,
he's
so
just-
you're gonna mark a technique to move this water whip from learn to practiced, huh?
Yes.
That's brilliant. I like that. Okay.
So I'm gonna just lash him right across the face. With just like a get out. Just
Okay.
so he has to mark 2 fatigue or a condition of your choice.
Great.
Mark the fatigue.
And you'll need to mark one as well as you do it. Well, technically 2. 1 because of the water whip, and 2
And then
because
because I'm learning.
you're learning it. Okay. How you looking over there, Kip?
So I've got the 4 fatigue taken, and then I'm impaired, and then I had the principal shifted. Is that correct?
Okay. So yeah. So no conditions yet.
Not yet. I'm like 1 away.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Okay. And then you should have a second one because you have 10, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. You did your water rip thing, so that's right. You had one of those options
then-
shows that. So I'm
Mom had one. Yep.
I would like to now try to use the universal wall of force.
sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna sit there and kind of look up. You left me. Abandon me. And then you can watch as this massive wall comes up behind me and Baku, and these kind of and I go into this stance, the universal wall of force, and you watch these two almost Earth-like esque arm kind of features come up and are mimicking and kind of move around Baku as well as myself, in because I recognize that I am not the one who's going to be able to take down my brother, and I need to keep the prodigy alive to be able to do that. And is any other of my allies within immediate reach of me?
I believe Baku is, yes.
Yeah.
Aside from Baku.
But aside from Baku, I don't believe so.
Okay, then this applies to Baku and myself. I can take 1 fatigue to block an attack towards the wall, or to keep an enemy at bay who tries to penetrate the wall.
So you behind the wall just for like
It's like a little
purposes?
U thing. Well, it's a single wall behind me and Baku, and then the 2 arms move forward around him and me in the same
Okay.
kind of pose that I'm in.
So are we in like a horseshoe now? Like I'm here. the
You're in
horseshoe's
front
here,
of
the
all
two-
that,
Okay, got it.
and the music is going wild on me.
Yeah, I love it.
Right?
Interesting. All right, I like that. Any other defense and maneuvers?
Left me with them.
Damn son. Get wrecked. All right. Advance and attack. Zukara, go ahead.
All right.
I gotta pee
Clearly,
really
I
bad.
can see everything going on right now.
Okay.
She's still very angry, and she's upset that Kip is hurting our little Ume right now. So what I wanted to do was to use Fireblade as I'm going towards Kip, but still surrounding me around to the enemies that are going around firing everything. I wanted to go directly at them instead of my surroundings, so I don't have to mark fatigue for surroundings instead. Because since I am favored, I want to do a second attack. I want to use strike and use my 1 fatigue for just a bunch of blows to this guy's face.
Okay. So
Directly.
roll your attack first. See if we can do this.
Wait, do I have anything with it? Is it a
Passion.
Oh. 7.
Cool. Okay. So you can do that technique, and then like you said, your favorite, so you can do the second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to strike. So I roll for that too.
No, it's the same. It's you passed. You just uncheck the favored status because you're using it. Okay. Cool. So how much damage are you doing to these guys then as you're doing all this?
For damage, what does it say?
You're marking a fatigue to
Yes, I marked
deal
fatigue
2
to
fatigue
myself.
to them,
He
and
gets 2
you're
fatigue.
impairing
So-
them in some way as well.
Forcing them to mark 2 fatigue or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
Oh, it's not both?
Is it strike? Yeah, it says an or.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Forcing them to
then-
mark 2 fatigue or strike where they are weak, inflicting a condition.
Hang on. Fireblade, right?
Yeah. Well, that was for strike. For
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So I'm still stuck on the inflicting impaired on them for Fireblade.
oh, okay.
Got it. So we're on strike now. My bad.
Yes, sorry.
I have to choose an impairment for them, which will actually just be impaired. So we'll give them that, and jump in here, and mark this condition here, and 2 fatigues here. Okay. All right. Bet they're gonna get the 2 fatigue.
Okay.
Should probably not bounce back and forth between 3 different pages next time.
Sorry.
I'm gonna put them all in one. It's gonna be great. All right.
So I get to just punch Kip in the face a bunch?
Go to sleep. We're all doing
You,
hard stuff.
oh, you're striking Kip, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, basically
Nice.
So how much fatigue do I mark?
2.
2? Okay, so I now have a condition.
Okay.
I'm angry.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
just very horror movie style, like the head, like the
Yeah.
smoke just kind of comes back down.
It's like, how dare you take advantage of her? Just fucking going nuts.
Let's go.
She's mad.
Dang. All right. Any other attack and
I know Lucy has one, and then I have one.
All right, Lucy, and Ume actually has one as well.
Umek, go first.
No, you go ahead. You good?
Okay, yeah. All right, well then, yeah, I'm still taking on all these people.
They left Lucy with the crowd.
Yeah, really though. He's the crowd
Y'all
control.
got the mobs. It's fine.
I was like, kind of like just dinks in the armor, part of my skin exposed, and I'm just like just constantly just battling, and I'm just gonna we're gonna do some more. We're gonna do pressure. I'm putting pressure on all of them, as I'm just pushing them away. I'm making space for Iman, for Baku, and now Zakira, I guess, unconsciously, but I'm doing it.
Okay. So you're choosing your foe is the Crimson Ferrets, correct?
Yes.
And what approach can they not use?
Approach? Question mark.
The between evade and observe, advance and attack, and defend and maneuver.
They can.
Which one of those three can they not use in the next exchange?
So cool.
They cannot advance and attack.
Okay, so they can't advance and attack next exchange. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Because I'm angry, I get another attack.
Okay.
I will overwhelm again. In Mark III fatigue. I'm punching them really hard. I like this.
I'm just gonna piss you off right before every combat. Like, anything you guys want to do before going to
Smack
combat?
him once.
Yeah. Bang.
All they have to do is make him angry.
We found the barbarian, guys.
That's 8.
Poke, poke.
And just going back here so I can read this. Yeah, you're inflicting stunned on them again.
Yes.
Okay. So you do this a second time, and clearly, all these people fall to the ground. They're stunned and so forth. But you've done so much damage now on the second hit to the surrounding area that a lot of these smaller tents and other areas that were in her building start to collapse. And you have caused an insane amount of damage at this point.
Whoa.
Or at least it seems like it's about to fall apart completely. So yes, you have in fact stunned all of them, but at great cost.
It's gonna be like,
It became
oh,
less
well.
about Ume and more about my brother.
See that? Surely that won't bite you guys in the ass. All right.
Got an advancement attack.
Ume does as well. So
Okay,
since
yeah.
he's technically a good guy. She's going to use, she essentially uses Jury Rig, which allows her to gain, she has the favored status. She holds a gear. She now has 4 gears. And she can name a basic technique from any approach. And she can use that technique as if it was part of the current approach by spending 1 gear. So basically, she effectively pulls out, you have no idea what it is, but it is like a 2-handed, in our terms, minigun.
Nice.
And,
Hey, yo.
And it starts
It's
to
a Gatling gun.
it starts to charge up, and like balls of like small mini explosions kind of happen on the inside of it, and you see like something like spinning around real fast, and this like electrical sparks at the end of the points start to like spark out. And
Holy crap.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Right, exactly.
She
You just could've
turns
done
it.
that.
She turns on Lucy. Please don't. It was a joke.
and she kind of holds it out, and she's ready to attack again, and she just calls out, "Y'all need to stop fighting! I will use this! It will hurt everyone and everything, but I will use this!" And we'll roll an intimidate at the end of this. To see what happens. But yeah, oh,
Saw that snarl.
the dog. No.
The doggies.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Dogs still
All
having
is well.
troubles. Oh, well, there goes all my dice.
Doggies.
Okay. So I have an advance in attack.
Excellent.
So after getting fire blasted in the face, he kind of gives like Zakira. Is it Zakira?
Yeah.
Kind of like this like like not worth my time, and kind of brushes past her. And like he sees his brother with this big defense, and he goes to strike like with a punch, and then he like kind of stops right here. Says, "You should watch your footwork." As I'm gonna use Furious Assault, very Rock Lee Gara style, as I wrap rocks around his legs and then crush.
Oh my god.
You're already impaired, so you're going to take 3 fatigue to use that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then because of Seek Vulnerabilities that I did earlier on him, it's going to do a lot of damage.
So, does my universal wall of force impede this? Create a perfect wall of defense around yourself and allies directly next to you. Mark a fatigue to block a single attack towards the wall, or keep an enemy at bay who tries to penetrate the wall.
Yeah, you just mark a fatigue and stop it, because it's trying to penetrate the wall.
I thought he's in front of the wall. That's why I did
The
this.
arms are around.
Regardless, it's a technique that allows him to block that. So thematically,
okay.
it would.
I misunderstood. Then I'll do something different. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you'll allow that.
If you want to continue to do that, it's a powerful enough technique that it would go through part way of the wall of force.
Just one
You
leg.
wouldn't be able to just
Go for it.
But if you are only doing that because you didn't see yourself in the right position.
Yeah, I misunderstood. I thought
Okay.
like he was in front of it and he built the wall. Like he's in front of the wall and the wall's protecting his friends.
Yeah,
I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Well then, Zakira. So very
I was
similar.
safe.
Very similar. Like she's punching me in the face, and he'll just kind of gesture 2 fingers up as rocks go around her arm that she's hitting him with, and same thing. I'll just crush for advance and attack. For a furious assault, I mean. So I take the 3 fatigue, and I inflict 2 conditions. Right?
And you shift their balance.
Yes. So.
Oh god.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's just for with the Seek Vulnerabilities ability, and you did not cast that on her.
Is this
No.
our last
So-
round of combat?
You're not wrong, huh?
Is this our last round?
I mean, possibly.
Possibly. If I die.
You gotta stop him.
Yeah, so that's what I do. So I don't know what conditions I inflict, but
Well, definitely scared. She's fucking afraid. So
Okay.
she's definitely that.
very Gara Rock Lee-esque.
I'm trying not to cry remembering that fucking fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my move. That's my move.
And maybe, I mean,
many
Insecure
fatigue?
might be another way to do it as well as Akira.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with Afraid and Insecure.
Yep. Very much so.
And I just kind of lean in like, this is family business.
He's my family too.
I love you all, by the way. I love all of you.
We love you too, buddy.
Me too.
We love you too.
It's like, ouch.
Okay. Any more attack and observe or attack and advance? Wow. Okay. Evade and observe. Anyone? You guys have all did things, right?
Yeah, we
Pretty
all
sure.
did.
Yeah,
stuff.
we
Yeah.
all did
Okay.
the things.
And the other guys are stunned again, so they can't use their evade and observe technique. They keep trying.
They get up like, get
Hold
down.
it
Done locked.
down.
Get up again. I'm dead. I'm back
Absolutely
up.
holding
I'm
it
dead.
down. It's
Okay.
like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where they're just getting thwomped up and down, up and down, up and down.
Jesus.
At the low cost of what's her face's home.
Yeah. Speaking of what's her face, she's got this what appears to be an electricity like lightning bolt thing, mini gun with his it's attached to like the whole like upper the main trunk of the tree is like it's got a lot of metal on it, and everything just starts to hum because it's got a giant cable that's connected to it because she's using essentially all of the electricity that all of her gizmos and gadgets have like collected.
She's got
And
lair
stored.
actions.
She's got a rail gun, bro.
She's got a rail gun of lightning.
I cast
And
gun.
I just have
Apparently didn't want to use it because she has no control over it, as she screamed out with like, this will hit everyone. Like it will not be a good thing.
Am I safe on the other side of the wall?
No one is safe.
Dang
This
it.
is lightning.
Can I plead in between these rounds with Kip to back off?
You can try that.
Okay.
And if someone could also roll for her intimidate, because she's intimidating the Crimson Ferrets.
I have -2 to intimidate, so I will not do that.
Well, it'll be with her. It'll be with hers.
Oh.
Which most NPCs just have a flat number, so it would be a 0.
Is anyone rolling this?
She is.
Oh.
I got 12.
Oh my god.
All right.
Is that our
It
first
works. Hey,
I
what
think
are
that's
you
our
doing?
first 12. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
it's not
go.
even for me.
But hey, it works.
What?
So if you pull up the basic moves, I'll let you choose which one of the options they can't choose.
Basic moves, like basic techniques or basic moves?
The basic moves under Intimidate, because you rolled a
yeah.
10 or higher, you can pick one that they cannot choose.
I would like them to not attack us anymore.
So you wanna mark off they attack you but off balance?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. You see most of them, if not all of them, like they see the threat. They see the threat. And as much as Kip is scary to them, there are others, like 2 or 3 others that are not quite as Lost Boy-y, and they too are they assess the situation and they're like, "Yep, we're not doing this anymore." And their hands kind of like they're still defensive, but they're not attacking anymore. They're not jumping around and crazy. They're more like, "Okay, we understand this might kill all of us. Let's stop."
Should I use the plead now, or is that the
Yes.
group stopping?
Yeah, the Crimson Ferrets are now. If you were to jump into another exchange with Kip, they're out of the fight.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of look up and be like, Kip, you gotta go. You gotta go, Kip.
Roll harmony.
I have a 0 for harmony. How's the 7 look?
And it's a success. So on a success, they need something more before they act.
I have an idea, George, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, go for
So
it.
he kind of lets the rock go from Sakira's arm and looks at his brother and it's like, and sees the railgun also clocks the railgun. And he goes, "I'll tell you what. You come with me, I'll forgive the debt."
I can't. I can't. I need to protect. I'm needed elsewhere. I can't leave my ward.
Well, why don't you all come work a few jobs for us? Work off the debt.
Broke my arm.
I look over at Lucy. No.
I mean, you already did enough damage to the shop.
Oh, put him right back into the lean.
Baku, you had spent some time getting an insight on Kip, and Kip is saying these words, but like his army is down, and he's starting to look frazzled a little bit. So he clearly doesn't want to fight either. He's just not going to point out that he might not have the upper hand as strong as he might be saying right now.
Are we like not in combat
We're
anymore?
not in combat
Yeah,
anymore.
I think we're not.
Can I do like kind of 2 things at once? can I heal someone while I'm talking? Is that
Sure. Yeah, we're not in combat, so if that's what you wanna start doing that, you can.
I want to walk up noticeably, like basically unscathed, even after his big slam attack. I have 0 conditions, fatigue to spare, and I just walk up calmly, and I heal Iman. So either 3 fatigue or 2 conditions.
Oh, hell yeah. 2 conditions.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. I am no longer afraid and insecure. I stand up straighter.
And as he gets his confidence back, you are in no position to bargain. You've lost this battle. Your men are currently running, and you'd best do the same if you know what's good for you.
You intimidating him
I guess I am.
Can I assist him?
if he needs it.
Okay.
What is that? Let's roll with the passion.
Intimidate? Yes, passion.
All right. Well, that is a 6. Little help.
All right, yeah, Lucy, if you want to take a fatigue, you can
Sure.
help.
I'll take another condition.
How many conditions are you at?
I'll heal you later.
I'm at 3. Let's go.
God.
No,
Boy, don't die!
Doing worse
Oh,
than
so
me
you were
now.
you were already at 4 fatigue? Is that what you mean?
Yes, yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
at
god.
5 now.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay.
I've been punching hard.
You have.
I'm still in this kind of feral state, so I'm just gonna do a really just guttural scream at him.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it, but
Do it.
just imagine. Just imagine. I got
Oh, the
neighbors.
fiction. Do it.
But yeah, it's a very just
Okay.
a hawkish stream, if you will.
A bellow, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then yeah, Kip, you will be giving in with a few stipulations. Listen to what they have to say, etc.
Okay, got it. So Kip will kind of just take stock of his situation and the very angry man who destroyed the front of the shop, and just nod his head slowly. And well, until her debt's cleared, we'll keep coming. Good to see you, little brother. And you might, by the way, want to check on Mom and Dad. Seems like they're letting a lot of things go lately. Prison break and all that. And I'll just begin to I'll kind of turn around and salute, signal for all of my men to begin to follow. Unless there's anything else George needs me to say.
To his back as he's walking away. How do you know about that?
And I just turn and just give him a wink and keep walking.
Here, I'll step in for a minute.
Yes.
Iman doesn't know about the break, so
Oh, there's been another one.
the funny thing is
Another
to
one?
Kip. The funny thing is for Kip is that Kip didn't know about the break in boat bottom.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So I wouldn't have assumed that.
And it wasn't a prison break. Remember, it was at boat bottom that they escaped,
Right.
like on the way to the
So
prison.
now I'm learning about. Okay, so now I'm learning.
This is
about
a prison break. Yes.
I squint. It's mind games. It's mind games.
You mean?
It's mind games. I let him walk.
Yeah, but unless there's anything else you need me to do, George, Kip and the ferrets will walk away.
Does anyone directly want to say anything to him?
I wanted to suplex him, but that's not an option.
I want to water whip him in the back of the head. Like, you better run. But
I use my other
then
arm.
I'll break Zakir's other arm if you do that.
then I guess I will continue the story then. Kip, as you're also keeping an eye on the guy who's just feral and raging as you're walking away, but it is then that you notice the ring on his finger.
On On Lucy's finger?
Yes.
Oh. I know that one. Just off topic. I point at Lucy. I've seen you before, haven't I?
You're still here?
Yeah, I'm doing what George's telling me to do.
No way.
And I'm just being sassy prodigy. Don't mind me.
Hold on 1 second. Babe.
No worries.
Death.
Lay down.
I'm just gonna make
He's-
grunt noises.
He is referring. He is referring to the meteorite ring that Lucy is currently wearing.
I met a woman. She was a warrior of some sort. She did business with us for that ring, I believe.
Do you know her?
We did business. How's she doing?
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. Unless there's anything else, George, you need me to reveal about that.
Do you know where she is?
George?
Do you know where she is?
He's letting you.
I got the buffering.
Uh,
Are you telling me, like,
for,
just
think
make it
he's-
up, George?
Kip has not seen the warrior since then, but he does remember her mentioning something.
Is that in the notes you sent me?
Yep. Should be just under your picture, your image.
I don't know where she went, but I remember her saying something odd. What was it? Now they'll never find him. Now they'll never collect him. Something of that sort. And I believe she went southeast, maybe.
what? What does that even mean?
You'll have to ask her.
I kind of like stumble back and the rocks just fall off.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting your friends, Iman. Sure, I'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Because as I said, until the debt's cleared, we won't stop coming. And you won't always be here. Have a good day. And I'll whip the duster. And
With appropriate flourish.
with an appropriate flourish.
Perfection.
So many questions.
Brother's a dick.
So many unanswered. And it's not going to get answers tonight because that's what we're going to end.
All
Next
right.
time on Dragon Ball Z.
Everyone, thank you for being here tonight. I know we went a little bit over. Thank you for sticking with us. God, this is just... There's so many layers, George.
I know.
So many layers. Thank you for being with us. A huge shout out to Alec the Bard. We'll get your spotlight to shamelessly, I encourage you to shamelessly talk about all the wonderful things you're up to because they are wonderful. But for now, we have a Discord. Join us. I want to hear theories. And a YouTube called Jake and Pfeffers, so you can find not only episodes of this, but the entirety of last season fully edited. Both campaigns, Tuesday and Thursday. Come back Thursday for the new summer series. We'll be starting up. More information about that coming soon. And we got season 3 on the horizon. But for now, this amazing summer series that we've got going, that the fantastic Good Grief George is GMing. Want to thank him for doing all this hard work. Avatar Legends. Iman is shook. Iman is freaking out. And this has rattled everything. He wants to talk to Lucy about the mind games that his brother is very proficient at, and he really hopes no one asks him about what he let slip during the fight. and he's rattled. He's about as rattled as can be. He didn't expect any of this. Yeah, I will pass it to the J, but also stick around. We're gonna be doing a raid.
Hi, I'm the J, the_J on Twitch and the J64 on TikTok. I play Lucy, our angry one-armed hero. I didn't expect to take him to this like Hulkish level, but like I was vibing with it. I was like, you know what?
I love it.
Because the fact that I had like a skill that like fueled by anger, it's like, why not? Let's let him unhinge and just be and go all out and be this like armored like beast of a thing. So I think that's gonna kick him in the butt because he has a lot of conditions checked right now. So like, you know, we're gonna find out next week. It's gonna be fun. I'll pass it to let's go to Jake.
Hey, Oakerville Jake, you find me on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, Baku is he came out of that fight confident in his own abilities. No surprises there really for him, but he's very worried about Iman and what he said to his brother. I think this is like the first time he really got to see Lucy and Zakira fight, and he was very impressed with both of them. Whereas like before it was like, I respect them because they're my peers on this mission. Now he respects them for like talented benders as well, and recognizes their ability. He's definitely going to have a talk with Iman about his issues.
Fair. Talk.
Yeah.
Just a little chit chat. Just a
Little heart to heart.
So, as well as I am going to be heal bot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna heal some of these conditions off of my boy here.
Heal.
But yeah, overall mission successful. They saved part of the house, the shop.
She's gonna vaporize it.
I didn't even do nothing.
We're helping.
What can I say except
You're welcome.
So Zakira.
Oh no. Hey everybody, it's Alexandria D, your small bird. I still cannot decide to pick names. Yeah, Zakira's freaking out a little bit. She's still very upset about everything and is very not happy about the fact that they've taken advantage of innocent people, but she's terrified that this is the first person that she's fought because she hasn't been in a lot of fights, but he really messed her up. So she is kind of terrified, and she's very worried for Iman and Lucy, because Lucy is really not looking good right now, and she's so concerned for all of her friends. Except for Ume, who seems to be doing great.
Uh-oh.
But next week's going to be very interesting.
Next week's gonna be
Holy
us versus Ume.
I'm going to pass this up to
Bro,
Alec.
she's so pissed.
Oh, yeah, she's probably big mad. I'm Alec. You can find me at Alec the Bard on TikTok, at Instagram, and Twitter. Otherwise, you can find me on the World's Guild on Twitch, which is a collaborative network, a bunch of different DMs running games throughout the week. So make sure to catch me over there for Bad Apples, which is coming back in just about a week or two. A villain D&D campaign, or Legacy, which is campaign 2 of Infection, which will be coming back June 11th, I think. So that's me, and I had a blast tonight. Thank you so much, George, for the invite. This literally happened because George tweeted at me being like, yo, you want to play? And I was like, yeah.
You had a tweet that was like comment for collabs and something, and so I commented with collab with me tonight. Do it.
And I had the night off, so I was like,
let's go.
I'm in. So I had a blast playing with y'all. I'm so sorry for being so mean.
it was
you did
wonderful.
a great job, buddy. You killed it.
The whole time I was like, "There's all so nice. I don't want to do this." But thank you for having me. I had such a great time. So And that's me.
All right,
George.
and George.
Excellent. Oh man, I'm George. You follow me on the links. You guys know where I'm at. Man, Ume is just so mad at you.
We're gonna die.
Granted, that's a good thing to do, keeping the enemy stunned. That really helped you guys win those fights. But what a cost it's gonna have. So we'll see what happens next week. You guys really didn't end up resolving too much with the Crimson Ferrets either. You just kind of beat them up and sent them on their way, much like you did with the guards. There was no talk afterwards, no cohesion, no like give or take, none of that.
I did
You guys
see
have
George
done none
swallow
of that.
a little bit when I said you could come with me, and the debt would be clear. I saw George go.
He was like, my plot.
My plot, no!
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry,
notes.
you gonna split the party? What's happening here?
Let's all go do crime in Avatar Legends.
Every DM knows that you shouldn't split the party, but as soon as the DM becomes a player, the first thing they want to do is split the party. And it would have been fine. I would have sent you to Parakeet Station. But anyway, yeah, good. I already have ideas of how this is going to progress. It just, the repercussions are slowly building up. I will say that in public to the players. You guys are resolving things by smashing them and sending them on their way. And while that is okay to do in the early stages, there will be major repercussions for that. So be prepared to handle it.
Oh no, everything, you have to leave your
didn't wanna
home.
listen
They're
to-
gonna come back. Just come with us. Just get on the all right.
Kip didn't want to listen to us.
All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Pile into this raid. We're gonna go kick it with Drew Gulliver. And don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses. See you on the flip flop. And we are rated